Giveaway, you say? Oh, yeah. Figure Fight Club is the official giveaway channel of Action Figure YouTube.
Thank you, members, for the love you bring, for every shared story and the joy you sing. To our sponsors, your support's the key. Together we build this legacy. Collectors unite in this fight we thrive. Figure Fight Club, our passions alive. Yeah. Unboxings and battles, the thrill of every find. Trading tales and treasures.
Where magic and toys collide. With every step, our hearts ignite.
Through hidden halls and secret doors, we'll find the treasure. No more fear.
Pirates hoist the flag high and bold in a world where the sky meets the gold. Each toy a clue, each mystery a game on this quest. We're never the same.
Feel the energy, hear the crowd scream out. This is where wrestling lives and legend. Stand proud. Sunday Night Slam. Step into the fight. Figure Fight Club taking over the night. Sunday Night Slam. Hear the crowd go wild. Wrestling talk in the square circle style. Debates rage on under bright lights. Who's the greatest? Who rules the night? Stories told from the ring to the stage. Voices echo with passion and rage. Breaking down every bumble and feud. Wins and losses, attitude and mood. From the classics to what's new. Sunday Night Slam leads the way. Feel the thunder, hear the metal roar. Sunday Night Wrestling always wanting more. Sunday Night Slam. Step into the fight. Figure Fight Club taking over the night.
Welcome to Sunday Night Slam.
What up, chat? What up, everyone?
This is going to be an exciting show because this is episode 2. And tonight we're going to be doing a tournament for the greatest male wrestler of all time. And we have some people backstage who are going to jump in on with us to do their votes and, make their arguments. And then you guys in the chat, you guys are part of it. You're going to participate and you're going to vote. So we're going to be asking you guys to do some 1s and 2s and tell us which wrestler advances in the next bracket. So, let's bring out our guests. We have a few of them, so we're going to bring them all at once. Welcome, Lucifer, Stu Albano, and Pac Photos. Welcome, guys.
Photos.
Evening.
So before we start on the brackets of the wrestling show, here's what we did. There's 32 slots for the greatest wrestler of all time. We asked every single one of you to pick 6. So we all picked 6, and then there was 2 random we inserted to make the 32. Now we all get to vote. All votes count, and then the chat's vote count. We have 6 technically votes in this situation. I know Talib from mentioning Talib, we are totally stealing this fight bracket tournament style from Talib's show, Men on Film. Check it out Saturday nights.
Borrowing it with a blessing, right?
Yeah, borrowing it with a blessing. I like that. That's better. But definitely check out his show because it's Men on Films. We definitely like to talk about the movies and the different things about the movies. But in this case, we're going to switch it over to wrestling. It's pure wrestling talk, guys. So hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed because we're also the king of giveaways. We like to do a lot of giveaways. But I guess in this situation, we all had 6 choices and we brought them in this. And Shogun here is going to be controlling the bracket and we vote to see who advances.
So
But
one
this-
more thing I want to add to that, 'cause I'm pretty sure you're getting to it. There is a disclaimer for this bracket. So We did not include. Well, there's only one, but we did. It's mostly WCW, WWE, and ECW wrestlers. We're not including Lucha Libre. We're not including New Japan. So it doesn't mean like that they're lesser than. It's just that there's so many, and in my opinion, they could probably be on this list, but there's just too much to pick from. So,
Yeah.
so just bear with the list. It's mostly a WWE and WCW list.
It is, and like Shogun did mention, Lucha Libre, New Japan. We figured we could save that for a future episode because again, there's so many great wrestlers all over the world. Lucha Libre, I mean, with Lucha Underground coming back, that's something that we could definitely discuss in length. And then New Japan, I mean, that's a whole new thing. But I would say, since we have 32 matchups, or contestants, I should say. Let's get the first one started. So, again, this is going to be vote style. In the chat, we expect ones and twos. So, who you think should advance to the next round to the greatest of all time? And this is all male wrestlers. Next week we'll do the female one.
Mm-hmm.
But let's bring this on stage. So the first one.
Let me fix this.
I was gonna say, can you change that a little bit?
Yeah. Let's see.
There you go. Now we can see better. So the first one's going to be Eddie Guerrero versus Owen Hart.
Ooh.
And let me bring this up. So the vote is here.
Presentation mode. There you go.
Yeah, that's much better. So Eddie Guerrero is going to be 1. Owen Hart is going to be 2. So you guys in the chat, while we start discussing who is the better person to advance, you guys in the chat put your 1s and 2s in, and it'll record it down here at the bottom right, and we'll go from there. All right, but again, I'm wearing an Eddie Guerrero shirt right now, so you know who my choice is. Eddie Guerrero to me is my favorite wrestler of all time, so he is, at least in my vote, he's my vote on this. Owen Hart is a great wrestler. He could have been great, even better than what he was. He just passed too early. I feel like he could have been a world champion, in my opinion.
And that's the thing for me too. Eddie had a longer time with us to develop, grow, and continue to get better. Owen's life was his life was cut short, especially at the time of his. I hate saying that, but at the time of his death, he was really on the upswing. He was really finding himself, finding his momentum. In the ring, his ring talent has always been phenomenal. But personality wise, it was when he was really starting to shine. It was so unfortunate that, he passed when he did. I agree with you. He could have been absolutely main eventer for years to come.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This is a tough one. This is a tough one.
This is a tough one.
Eddie reached main event status. Owen didn't.
He worked hard. He worked at it though. He worked really hard at it. And again, Owen could have done it too. Honestly, again, if that accident didn't happen, he could have definitely been a main eventer for sure. But again, Eddie Guerrero is one of those people who's multi-talented. Man, he was so good on the mic. He was a perfectionist. He was a perfectionist in the ring. His in-ring skills is really what put him over. Dude, I liked Eddie Guerrero when he wore the American tights. Back in the day when he was tag teaming, and I was a fan of him back then. I always thought he was a great wrestler, and then his LWO character, cheat to win. I love that character. He showed so much emotion, and
he
that's
had so
what
much
I really
charisma.
liked.
Yeah, his charisma was through the roof.
Owen Hart missed out on that. I mean, missed out because the tragic ending, but the changing of the guard of how wrestlers were. Bret Hart was able to kind of take that mantle away from the huge dudes, the gargantuan guys like the Hogans and the like. And Bret Hart showed that you didn't have to be some giant, monster to be the carrier of the belt. Owen Hart, showed that he could fight his own brother and did a great job. And like you said, he even took, the Blue Blazer character. That little, the Owen Hart's a turd. That thing with the run with the Nation of Domination, those faction fights. He almost became like a character or a characterization of him, but what was it? Jason Sensation doing his impersonation of him.
That was
You
Jason
know,
Sensation. Yeah,
yeah,
that was a
just
great
making-
impersonation, dude. Great
yeah, I mean, it
impersonation.
was just great. And Owen Hart again, and then Eddie Guerrero. You know, again, I think was it Diesel? Wasn't he one of the guys that had made a comment about the size of Eddie Guerrero? Those type of guys, the midget wrestling type size. But Eddie Guerrero fought Brock Lesnar, and some of those matches were phenomenal.
Right.
That battle, and so Eddie Guerrero. I mean, he got jacked up too, but Eddie also made others great in their matches. So.
But I think Eddie can also fit with a lot of different wrestlers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what.
He knows how to fit in. Like he could do a high flying match. He could do a grounded match, like essentially for a submission person, and then he could also go toe to toe with lucha style. So I just thought he was like all styles he could do really well.
I gotta give. I do want to put some respect
agree.
on Owen, because even in the small time he had with everyone, this man put out some bangers like that. Like you said, that match with Bret Hart, like you said, the Hart Foundation, like it's crazy. And and just the fact that he is kind of like what you're saying with Eddie, that he can wrestle with almost every type of wrestler. He was that gifted as well.
One of the things I remember watching some of these old documentaries about like Owen Hart, they would mention him, that he was always like a jokester and a prankster. That was one thing I really appreciated about Owen Hart, because he would make the boys laugh and like break character during the matches. I think there was I want to say it was where he was put in a submission hold and he started yawning and pretending to sleep and snoring, and they just made the guy start laughing and breaking character, and he would do stuff like that just for fun. And that just made it entertaining. He loved what he did. But in Eddie Guerrero, again, very similar. That he wasn't a jokester in the ring. Like he was a perfectionist in the ring. He wanted everything to be done perfectly, and how it all planned out. Two different, but again, two great wrestlers. And I think both of them belong on this list.
Yeah, no, for sure. And here, like you said, like Owen, like the only. And it's not a knock on him, obviously, but he just had such a short time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Eddie's storylines were funny as hell. Like hanging Dom off the not Dom, but the custody papers.
Custody papers and all that. Yeah.
The fight Rey Mysterio in a ladder match, that shit was funny.
Dude,
Dom, I'm your copy.
I remember there was a mess up during that match where Vicky came to the ringside too late to distract Eddie, so they had to. I think something happened. Eddie fell off the ladder. Then you heard him scream like the fuck.
Yeah,
where is she? Yeah, no. But even with that, dude, like his promo he did against The Rock really stood out to me, because it was emotion. It was pure emotion, and the fact that he did that the counter to get out of the rock bottom with an arm drag, that was like no one else has done that. And someone like Eddie Guerrero versus The Rock, you don't expect anyone to reverse that just the way he did, and it was just done so beautifully. That was such a good match too.
The bearded sumo knows ball. They're talking about some New Japan.
Yeah.
Knows ball.
All right, so
absolutely.
we've talked enough. Who do you think you guys think should go to the next round?
All right. So
I'm going Eddie Guerrero. Viva La
All right,
Raza.
so I'll man the line here. Who's voting for Owen? Because I know that not a lot of people are going to probably vote for Owen. Who's voting for Owen? Raise your hand.
I'm gonna stop the poll as well. All right, who's voting for Owen Hart?
Yeah.
nobody?
No, this is everyone. Even in the chat, it's 80% for Eddie Guerrero. So everyone vote for Eddie Guerrero to move on to the next bracket.
All right.
Yeah.
Eddie
I mean,
moves on.
this is tough out the gates. It's not taking anything from Owen, but if you're talking about greatest ever,
All right.
oh, you've got to be kidding me.
So the next one is Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig versus Bret Hart. So let's show that. We're gonna move it over here in the corner.
Speaking of jokesters,
so one is for in the chat for you guys. One for Kurt Hennig, two for Bret Hart. So
all right,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, well, Kurt Hennig was probably the second wrestler who I loved as a heel and didn't care that he was a bad guy. And I was a kid, right, when he came up with WWE as Mr. Perfect. But he was just absolutely amazing, and he was perfect in the ring. I remember as a kid, doing that thing where he would spit the gum out and smack it with his hand. I used to practice that anytime I had gum, I would do that, like boom, boom.
Luke, can I ask you a serious question though? Do you still
Yes.
do that?
Absolutely.
Do it right now.
Yep.
I used to
gum.
love when he'd throw the towel behind his back.
I mean,
and
even
catch
the
it.
towel thing. Yeah, I was
Yes.
just about to say. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and and he had Bobby the Brain as his manager, but he didn't need him as a mouthpiece because he was
He
a
didn't.
mouthpiece himself. Bobby was just there as the. Bobby didn't even need to be there, but they were a great duo together too.
Yeah.
Man, Mr. Perfect. If again, he's another guy. His injuries, not so much his passing, but his injuries are what held him back in the WWE. He should have been a main eventer. He should have had a long, in my opinion, had a long storyline with Brett fighting over the heavyweight champion when Brett was champ. That would have been a phenomenal rivalry, and I think that would have been one that could have gone for years. But I know he had the back injury, which set him back for a long time, and basically he was never quite the same after that.
Yeah, Chuck D said what I was about to say. That match they had in SummerSlam was sick. That was a great match.
Yeah.
Well, and Perfect came from the land of AWA, where he was a champion there. He tag team with Scott Hall. They had a great run there. But obviously, those vignettes that came up when he was doing the bowling, the baseball, the basketball stuff. I think even the swimming one. Those things were awesome as a kid, just watching those and like just being amazed at his talent. And then again, Schoolyard. Yeah, he actually does that stuff. He's really great. And I think some of the stuff he actually did, of course, with the editing and all that stuff. But he was phenomenal there. And then when he went to WCW, again, the history of those injuries, and that kind of went the way. But he had that run where he came back and he, where Bobby the Brain was trying to speak for him, and he turned on him, and he teamed with Macho Man in some matches, and would have shown that Mr. Perfect could have been an awesome manager too down the road as well. So talk to me about the whole complete package of a wrestler. I mean, he was perfection, but then you got the excellence of execution.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
They're both so good in the ring, man. They're both so good. Like,
yes.
I mean, so like Keith made a comment here. Brett was one of the safest wrestlers to work with, and I agree with that. He was one of the safest wrestlers to work with. And again, anyone who gets trained in the dungeon turns out to be a really good wrestler. They knew what they were doing.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And Brett, Brett's only weakness was the mic. He was,
of course, that shows up when Bret Hart's being mentioned. I'm just gonna bring that
up. Hey, Suda, Bret Hart sucks. No, I'm kidding.
You heard it here. That's Lou. That's from Lou.
That's right. Now, but Brett he lacked mic skills. He wasn't the greatest on the mic. He wasn't horrible, but up against certain people, certainly up against Kurt Hennig in his prime, Hennig definitely had the edge on the mic. In-ring skills, the two were.
Yeah, they were really good, man. I would give a little bit more to Brett, but they were both really good.
Yes,
he took off his glasses, right?
Right.
You had the bubble gum trick that Perfect did on his entry, and then Bret the Hart when he came in with those sunglasses.
He gets points for making Peak more badass too.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say with his
cool.
tag team. Yeah, that was amazing.
The Bearded Sumo, the Four Horsemen storyline with Arn Anderson with My Spot. That's actually true. I remember watching that live. That was such a good that was just a good promo, and then his character comes out when he turned his back on them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
What were you gonna say, Pac?
Oh no, I agree with what everyone says. The thing with Mr. Perfect or Kurt Hennig is that doesn't get talked about as much as he came back in WWF for a brief run in 2002. He was one of the last four in that Royal Rumble, and it was Triple H, Kurt Angle, Austin, and him, and he belonged in there. That's the beauty of Mr. Perfect, was that you can interchange him if you needed him to work a mid card or work a main event. He belonged in that environment.
Oh,
But it's hard to go
Agree
against
with that.
Brett, though, man.
I know.
It is hard.
I'm the same. Yeah.
But he
Now-
also, I didn't realize he perfect plexed Big Show. Like,
Yeah.
he did it in WW, and then he did it again when Big Show was heavier in WWF. Like, that was,
And that perfect plex always looked clean. It's like really rare that it does look messed up. It was super clean. Every
I
time he
agree.
would do a nice bridge and he would have that leg hooked up. Every time. I'm like, oh man. How the hell did you do that to Big Show, bro?
Yeah.
You know, speaking of the toys, the Rosunda, the new Mr. Perfect that's on clearance at Target right now for like $11. It's a good figure too, and you got the soft goods. You get soft goods with it too, instead of the painted on. His ring gear, it's like a flex soft good fabric, so you can have a onesie.
Oh,
If you find it for $11, it's not bad for the price.
Yeah. Yeah.
even $20 would be worth it. With some of those wrestling. Well, Bret Hart, just real quick, the wrestling figures. You know, that was one of those. That Anvil, the tag team, that was one of those mythical WWF LJN figures back in the day with the Bulldogs, where you could never find it as a kid. Those LJN, and then.
That's
I always
true.
it was one of those missed opportunities as a kid that you wish you had a chance to get them.
But I gotta see. So we gave a lot of love to Mr. Perfect. I think it's
Yeah.
Bret Hart's turn. All right, so Bret Hart is a monster. Everyone knows it. This dude was like the top dude in the '90s for the WWF, for most of it. And I will say, well, not for most of it, for half.
I would say for half. I mean,
half.
I mean, after Hogan left, Bret Hart kind of took the mantle. To be honest with you.
But
Oh yeah.
it's really hard to find a match that was crap with Bret Hart. Like everybody that he's had a rival with, he's got a good match out of. Like when he fought his brother at WrestleMania, that shit was awesome.
Yeah. Well, look at him and the Bulldog. Him and the Bulldog
yeah.
in the UK. Oh my God, that was such an incredible match. And once again, I guess the story is Bulldog wasn't even really in a good state at that point.
No.
And Bret had to lead that whole match and kind of protect him and take care of him throughout all of it. And yeah, you're right. We gave a lot of flowers to Kurt Hennig, as we should, but yeah, Bret Hart, you can't deny at a time when the company was falling apart, lawsuits for the steroid scandal and all that, Bret Hart being essentially a little guy in that industry, especially at that time, carrying the entire company on his shoulders. They wanted to put Luger in that position. Luger was supposed to be the guy. Under Ultimate Warrior was supposed to be the guy. Then everything failed with him or flopped, and then Luger was supposed to be the next guy. But Bret was the one that was there every step of the way and won the hearts of everyone. Luger didn't win the crowd the way Bret did, so they went with Bret.
Yeah, the kids to adults all love Bret Hart.
And like the in your house pay-per-views or like those matches, like he had a great match with Mankind in your house. I don't remember which one it was, but that's when Mankind was like with the brown costume.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was a good match. And like, I mean, I'm not even mentioning obviously the Iron Man match with Shawn Michaels, and then like,
oh yeah,
I think in my opinion one of his best matches is the match he had with Stone Cold.
The switch when
Oh,
they both flipped.
Mania,
Yes.
yeah.
Where they flip the. I mean, again,
That
there's
is one of
so
the
many
most
matches
important
in that.
matches in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
How about the smoothness of Bret Hart? Just a simple move where he from the second rope where he just did that little elbow drop thing where he adjusted his elbow pad, and it's just a simple move, but it's just a classic, and it was awesome. Like God.
Yep. The Russian leg sweep, the side Russian leg sweep, flawless, right?
The figure four around the ring post.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really could get the best out of his opponent because I remember far removed. Like he even had a match with Bob Backlund in I think it was Survivor Series, and even that was entertaining. Like Bob Backlund hadn't wrestled for a long time, and he still got the best out of Bob Backlund.
That's
And
very true.
I will say also, it's just like if it wasn't for Bret Hart, we wouldn't have Stone Cold as we know it. Like he is the reason why there was blood in that pay-per-view. Like in that match, he's the reason he suggested to Stone Cold, hey, there should be blood to make it more dramatic and you can pass out in the sharpshooter.
Yep.
Vince at the time that he apparently they didn't want no blood at all. So he made the call as the head guy for Stone Cold to bleed, and he would take the rap for it. And it made the match a lot better, in my opinion.
I mean, it literally broke out Stone Cold, though. That was the thing. It really broke him out, and people started falling in love with Stone Cold right after that pay-per-view, that match.
Oh yeah, that was a double turn, right? That was when Brett turned heel and Stone Cold turned face in that one match. Oh yeah, it's
I
historic.
agree.
K-Town Collector said it best. He also has one of the best sayings in wrestling: "The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be."
Yes, yes.
Followed up with a Canadian. Dude, I loved the Hart Foundation, like the stable when I was younger. I loved them. I thought they were perfect. The whole feud with like the Team USA, was it with the Patriot, was the Legion of Doom, Ahmed Johnson, and then I think Stone Cold, right? I think it was Stone Cold.
I think so. I think he was he was like a higher guy. I don't think he was like in a stable, but he had like a rivalry with Bret Hart. I think like they just kind of tagged him along. I don't think he was part of anything though, if I remember correctly. Stone Cold, like when
Stone
he was
Cold?
like, yeah.
Well, I think he was just he was feuding with Bret. I think that's why they put him in.
Wasn't he recovering from injury though at that time? Like when a lot of that and like when the faction things were going on. Because I know Pillman was part of the Team Canada.
Yeah, I think
Pillman was Hart Foundation. But he was also trained in the dungeon too, right? That's why. So it was pretty much everyone who got trained in the dungeon was there. Yeah, or they were family, right?
And underrated matches was Bret Hart versus Yoko. Yoko and Bret had some good matches too.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
that's true.
100%.
He was still able to slap the sharpshooter on Yoko.
K-Town, hey, you could have a worse pick for sure, no doubt. That's Bret's about
honestly, like
grand as they come.
I mean, honestly, like when he went to WCW. It was cut short. I mean, I think he made world champion by then, right? But I didn't like what they did with his character in WCW. Like they completely ruined it. They like made him part of the NWO. Like what was it 2000?
Yeah, he was the leader of the NWO for a brief time.
Silver and black, and I was just like,
it's really weird because they tried to make him part of big things, like in Starrcade when Sting was fighting Hogan. Like Bret Hart interfered and like made sure that the ring bell didn't get wrong. So it's like. It genuinely felt like I just don't know what to do with this dude, like at all.
It's like he didn't want. He had to go there, but he didn't want to be there. Like,
exactly.
His heart was WWE all the way, and it's like
I got a dream match out of it though. I got him to fucking wrestle Sting. I was like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's a really good point. All right, so guys in the chat, it's if you type in 1 in the chat, you guys pick Kurt Hennig, and 2 you pick Bret Hart, and we're gonna end it soon.
All right, so
for you guys,
now, Abby?
let's we'll give the chat another minute or 30 seconds. But in the meantime, we'll get our picks. So, Pac, what do you think? I guess Shogun. I want Shogun to do this part. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go the other way because I feel like it's mostly leaning this way. Who votes for Bret Hart?
Oh yeah, I mean I love Perfect, but
4.
I can't let it be Perfect against Mr. Perfect. So
that's true.
I gotta vote for Kurt Hennig. But again, this is a matchup that Bret Hart is the excellent execution, but he ain't.
I love Kurt Hennig, dude. This sucks. That's this is tough.
This is tough, but even the chat picked Bret Hart too. So.
Well, you're all wrong. You're all wrong.
Bret Hart is advancing. So the next one. Rob Van Dam versus Macho Man. So let's go ahead and show this one.
And I love RVD. I do. RVD's, he was Mr.
Mr. Monday Night.
Yeah. ECW, ECW he carried on his shoulders for the longest time. But it's Macho Man.
Yeah, trained by the original Sheik.
Yeah, right.
With Sabu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his rivalry with Sabu was absolutely
insane. Yeah,
and both had good-looking gals on their sides.
That too. That's a plus.
So, who was talking about Bill Alfonso?
Yeah, RVD had Bill. Yeah, Bill Alfonso. Yeah.
No, in his TNA runs or something.
Oh, in the TNA
run. Is it Katie Forbes?
Katie Forbes. Yeah.
Yeah, his current wife. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, just to give love because I kind of in my heart I know where this is heading. I'm gonna give some love to Rob Van Dam because Rob Van Dam, he does that. If you look at his ECW stuff, It's just
Oh, yeah.
like he's over here doing front flips from the ring to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Stuff that no
it's
one's done
crazy.
before. Like
Dude,
The whole
ask a-
effing show, right?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
ask a lot of the wrestlers, like Seth Rollins, it's like they all kind of mirrored what he did. Like I know it's obscure to pick. Like this one is personal to me because out of that whole debacle with WCW and ECW becoming the alliance, the one bright spot was RVD naturally getting over within a month. They put him
Right.
with Jeff Hardy, who was easily one of the biggest faces or mid card faces at the time, and he got over naturally. And the unfortunate part was, I think Bruce Richards even said it, and Rob's even admitted he never played the game technically. And
Yeah.
Bruce is like, you could have been Vince's guy had you just got along, but he always stayed true to himself. And eventually he got his moment. It's just unfortunate what happened after that. But yeah, this one's personal because Rob's always like, he walks in any
What's up,
room, he's
Billy
always
Boys?
going to be the coolest dude there.
It's crazy, man, because I mean that match where he beat Cena in one night stand, I was like, holy crap. They actually gave Rob Van Dam the title.
Well,
I
that
know.
was at ECW One Night Stand. Though.
Yeah.
You had a feeling that was going to happen, but beating John Cena clean too.
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
played a big role. I agree with that.
There's a lot of
Splash is
It was,
amazing.
you know, Edge kind of speared John Cena, but yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
It was moments like that where it's
It's
like once in a while-
ECW. Come on.
ECW.
I mean, again, RVD, especially in original ECW, again, he was a phenomenal talent. Like he was Mr. What was they called? Mr. Was it Sunday Night? I think, right? That's what
Monday
Sunday
night.
night.
It's
Monday night.
Was
Yeah.
it Monday night on
Yeah.
ECW?
Was it Jerry the King Lawler that brought him over?
Yeah, he
For
was
like
on
that
Raw.
one. It was like one night. It was something weird, like the contract wasn't there, so he was there for like one night, and then it's something that happened with the contract, so then he like disappeared.
They did an invasion angle like back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
When
gonna say,
ECW
like,
was still really
The
ECW. Yeah.
ECW used to go live. He was Mr. Monday Night on Raw, but
he
ECW
was.
used to go live
Yeah,
on the
that's
weekends
right.
and it was either Mr. Saturday Night or Mr. Sunday Night. That's what he used to go by. He just changed the day when he.
And that's
came to
okay. So
WWE.
that's why it was Mr. Monday Night when he came to the WWE. That was my
Yeah.
first spot of him was when he first came to the WWF or WWE at the time.
Yeah, and the WWE, he was known as Mr. Monday Night.
Yeah.
It's crazy. His match with Jerry Lynn. Like if anyone ever wanted to see a best
Mm.
RVD match, I'd always pull up a Jerry Lynn match.
Yeah.
Jerry
yeah.
Lynn RVD went down, dude. They hit it hard. I loved Jerry Lynn too.
Yeah,
I was
Jerry
actually a big fan
underrated.
of Sabu. I was a huge fan of Sabu. I
Oh,
loved
yeah.
Sabu.
RVD had that move where he jumped off the rope and like did a 1 foot kick.
Yeah, coast to
the guy.
coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. I don't remember what the name of the one
Van
foot.
Terminator.
Yeah, the Van Terminator
Yeah,
was.
uh,
The Van
Yeah.
Daminator. And there's a
Yeah.
Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, Van Daminator was when he threw the chair at the opponent. They would catch it, and he would do the flip kick.
Yeah,
No,
There's
that was
so many.
no. The Van Daminator was when you jump from one side of the one corner to the other. I thought
no, Lou, that one's the coast to coast.
they called it coast to coast with when
Oh,
Shane McMahon.
McMahon when Shane McMahon
It
was
was-
doing it.
It was the Terminator because that's when Alphonse they had like a promo before, and he's like, "You're going to see the Van Terminator," and that's what it was. It was
Van
basically a
Terminator?
coast to coast. Yeah,
That sounds about right.
Was Bill was the one with all that damn whistle, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Bill the damn whistle. Jeez,
Yeah, Bill was the guy with the whistle. Yeah,
obnoxious as
It-
hell.
you know, I'm pretty sure Rob Van Dam still wrestles a little bit here and there too.
He does,
Today.
yeah.
yeah, he was at a house show. Yeah,
Yep.
It's crazy. Like I mean, he just had a kid too. I think I'm pretty sure.
That's right. That was a good match. Bam Bam and RVD.
Bam Bam was.
But I'll be upfront with you guys though, man. You're comparing. We're comparing. He's going against Macho Man, and that's dude.
Well, that's why we're giving him his flowers now.
You got to get the flowers because he's about to go.
Let's talk about Macho Man. Let's do that one.
All right, where to begin with Macho Man?
He was a catcher in the baseball in minor leagues.
Yeah,
Angelo Papa,
yeah.
or is his dad.
the
cream always
rises to the top. Yeah.
Leaping Lanny Papa was known for his frisbees and other talent. With leaning forward.
Yeah.
But Randy Macho Man Savage, when he came up and they were looking for a manager, and all the WWF managers were trying to scout him and court him, and then when he brought out Miss Elizabeth, like there was just this energy with Macho Man Savage. Right when I was a kid, Hulk Hogan, I was over. I was done with his stuff. Like, and Macho Man was like my guy when I was. I mean, tremendous dude. Just again, beautiful Miss Elizabeth with him. But Randy Macho Man Savage, that match that he had, like taunting Ricky Dragon Steamboat, and then going into WrestleMania 3, just being right at that age before you really got like the understanding that it's predetermined.
Yep.
And like going, this is BS. He's the best. Why are they letting him lose? That damn George Animal Steel, get him out of there. And then just also the way he got a match going. Like you talk about Eddie Guerrero wanting to make a match really perfect. That's what Savage did. He was almost to an annoyance of the other wrestlers, but he was professional as hell in those rings. A little bit psychotic about his in behind the ring, but behind the lockers. But he could fight the big dudes. Using his skills at a time when the small guys weren't supposed to win.
Yeah,
against the monsters.
That's true.
That was the thing. Macho Man, Macho Man didn't have the size of Hulk Hogan, but he had that big, that larger than life personality that everyone loved.
Chico.
Macho Man,
dude, look at the outfit in the picture. I mean,
and
reinventing himself.
Right, and he was a guy that even if you go back and watch his when he was on Arsenio Hall show. Back then they were still playing the character, even when they did talk shows. And Macho Man wasn't playing a character; he was just amping up. He was one of the first that was truly just amping up himself, and I believe he was a heel at the time, but on Arsenio Hall, he didn't play a heel gimmick. He just was him. And it came across as real in a time where people were wondering what was real and what wasn't real. And in a time where they were still hiding and still, living in kayfabe. The man was just absolutely incredible inside and outside of the ring.
One of my favorite feuds with the Macho Man was with Ric Flair in WCW. Yeah. That really stood out to me because we're talking like the greatest villains yesterday on Men on Films on Talib's show. Miss Elizabeth was where she took off her heel and poked it, like hit him in the eye or hit him in the face, and she turned on Macho Man and went with Ric Flair. And she did it over and over and over again. You'd think you would learn a lesson.
Ooh, yeah. You don't do me well.
Yeah, she was the problem with the mega powers too, kind of like
she was a problem with the mega powers.
Lust in your eye, lust in your eye, Hogan.
The only issue I think Macho Man honestly had was he was always in the shadow of Hulk Hogan. Mm-hmm. Like he really was always in the shadow. Like, and I actually think Macho Man is 10 times a better wrestler than Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah,
he was
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hogan had his stuff, but he was just bigger, and he had his like 5 moveset. That's it.
We can talk about deeper into Hogan, but yeah, Hogan he had a lot of power as well, right?
Yes.
Whereas Macho Man didn't necessarily have as much power as Hogan, but Macho Man 100% top to bottom was a better overall wrestler than Hogan. Better in the ring, better on the mic. I mean, Macho Man in my opinion, could easily win this whole thing, easily with incredible talent on this bracket, right? Macho Man is that damn good.
That WrestleMania 4, that tournament thing when he fought he fought like one man gang. He fought I think Butch Reed. He fought in that tournament. Again, against Ted DiBiase, just his ability. There was another tournament that he was in. It was like Wrestle King. It was not King of the Ring. It was like one of those weird pay-per-view, like almost like a New Year's Eve type something. But I remember watching that match and just his ability to, again, like the energy level, especially in his younger days before he kind of bulked up. Just an amazing talent. He got his little voice from the Pompo, or God, what was his name? Pompero. That's where he got that gruff voice from. And so he had a little bit of history of wrestling, from his dad, but he had a little bit of a reverence towards the sport, towards the sport of wrestling, and some of that stuff in Memphis If you can go back and see some of those things, pretty damn good guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a reminder in the chat, make sure to hit 1 for Rob
Or-
Van Dam or 2 for Macho Man.
Yeah. And make sure you just hit you just put that. Just put the number 1 or just the number 2 in your comment. That's how you'll make sure it
It registers in the
calculates.
vote. Yeah.
yeah.
I can't believe after all the accolades, no one's mentioned his rap album. Be a man, Hulk.
I actually had that CD.
Be a
That's
man.
a funny thing. I owned that CD. It wasn't that
Hey.
great. Just that one. That was like the best song they had. Or he had, I should say.
More
He was
power.
like with 50 Cent. That thing was awesome.
I mean,
All right,
he still to this day has like one of the best matches in WrestleMania ever. So
Oh yeah, Ricky Steamboat.
That's true.
He and Ricky tore it down. It's one of the greatest intercontinental matches. They made that title that much more premier.
And SummerSlam too, when he was tagged with Zeus
Mm-hmm.
and Queen Sherry. The guy mentioned it earlier, but yeah, I actually prefer Queen Sherry over Elizabeth, to be honest with you too, because Queen Sherry got involved.
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
All
All right. So who do you guys think now? I guess Sugar, go ahead, you're back. So
all right, who's voting for Bonesaw?
Bonesaw's
which
ready.
is Macho Man. Yeah.
Macho Man.
Yeah, right here.
I respect
So,
you because you know what? If no one voted for Macho, I would have voted for RVD. I'm not.
I gotta go with RVD.
I'm going to stop the poll. So the chat also voted for Macho Man 100%.
Oh, 100 unanimous. Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, again,
Tried, Rob. I tried.
yeah, and not taking anything away from Rob whatsoever. It's just he was up
Yeah,
against
he-
Macho Man. What are you gonna do there?
Now you got Steve Austin. So
There
if
we
you think Steve Austin
What?
deserves to go up the next round, hit a 1 in the chat, or you could type 2 for Chris Jericho. So either 1s or 2s. All right, this is
Yes, Billy, make up with crazy.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the makeup for sure. I just watched what was it, YouTube where Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels. They did that whole WrestleMania thing, and it was crazy. It was just it was fun to see. It was really fun to see, actually. All
I
right,
still remember his jingle though. Marty Jannetty still. He's doing the sexy Marty, the sexy Kurt. Yeah.
the sexy Kurt. I know that was fun. All right, so let's talk about Chris Jericho.
Here's one that could be the greatest of all time. Chris Jericho has reinvented himself so many times. Now, in my opinion, today I feel that Chris probably should retire. He's had some rough years his last couple of years, but talk about longevity. You know, he outlasted all of them. He's still doing it, and you know he's doesn't quite have the same step that he had, you know, say 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I will say this.
Was it-
The thing that he has over Stone Cold in this matchup is the fact that Chris Jericho was a star in almost every promotion he was in.
Mhm.
Stone Cold was not.
He was not. Yeah, I mean he was good. He was noticed in WCW as well.
Yeah.
But I think Jericho he had that charisma. You know, he was held back in WCW because of his size, and obviously you had the whole NWO thing running. And I'm kind of glad he left to WWE because that really kind of broke him out of that shell. And
Yeah,
you know,
long shot.
WWE was pushing younger, smaller, younger, different talent during that time. And dude, the whole they used to do these little vignettes of like Y2K or like these the lights would go out, the little Titantron would flicker, and then all of a sudden Break the Walls showed up, and like everyone lost their shit. It was great. And then
Yeah, I
he
think
turned out he showed up with like the top knot ponytail. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Little goatee. That was the first big, I think, free agent that went from WCW to WWF because everyone else had transitioned to WCW. Him moving to WWF at the time was pretty big.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, and then he shows up and interrupts The Rock to cut
That's a
that
big
promo.
deal. Yeah.
That was huge.
The wrestling superstar and versus wrestler. You know, that's like Chris Jericho, way I would say way better wrestler
Mhm.
in ring. Stone Cold though, I mean, is like considered one of the, if not the top wrestler of all time by
And Chris Jericho,
when people talk
Lionheart,
about it.
like Chris Jericho wrestled in almost every major promotion. He wrestled
Yeah.
in Mexico. He wrestled
New
in
Japan.
Japan.
He was a champion in almost every promotion.
all over the world. Yep.
All over.
And longevity.
And that's-
Longevity too.
So like even he wrestled at ECW, WCW, WWE, AEW. Did he ever go to TNA?
No.
He performed
He-
as Fozzy there. That's it, but he never.
Oh,
actually
he
wrestled.
performed his father, but he never wrestled. Okay. But yeah,
That
I mean,
counts.
he's been everywhere, literally everywhere.
He helped put AEW on the map.
The first,
his signing in the very beginning.
undisputed champion, beating
Right.
Stone
That's right.
Cold and The Rock in one night.
That's
That's
true.
right.
That's right. Dude, I used to love the Lion Tamer. The way he used to do it in WCW, where
Yeah.
he would like wrench down on the neck and like kind of go down with the legs and the, but but he changed it over time, where he started making like a Boston Crab. And
Yeah.
I was like,
I
He
read
had
his
to
book.
mainly. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, no, my bad. Yeah.
No, go Puck.
No, I read in his book that I think some wrestlers were complaining about it. That's why he had to like kind of switch it up. But that looks so legit the way he would like have half your body just,
yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
it looks like it hurt, like a lot.
Yeah. He had to,
Ever.
he had to adjust it with the size of the wrestlers too. That was part of it. He was able to do it that way in WCW because he's mostly wrestling guys that were relatively smaller. And like Pac said, people some of the bigger guys were complaining.
when he did that to Punk at WrestleMania 28, though, that was pretty cool. He busted it out that match.
Yeah.
I remember his figure came with that little lion, he actually had a little whip and everything. The little lion.
The WCW figure. Yep, I remember that. That was funny.
And that's just going off of 90s Jericho. But this dude is a beast. Like, he was like doing the best in the world gimmick before CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's had banger matches with CM Punk.
With
He had
Kenny
the
Omega.
Owens thing with the list. Like,
The list.
The list.
Someone actually said it. He's the man of 1004 moves.
Oh yeah, well that was Dean Malenko up against WCW and his rival. Go ahead.
Dean Malenko is the man of 1001 moves, right?
Right, and Jericho came out with his list.
With the list.
That he was the man of 1,000.
Armbar.
Armbar comes back from a fucking commercial break. Armbar.
But Chris Jericho, like, if it's Stone Cold versus Chris Jericho in terms of longevity and like being over in multiple promotions, Stone Cold should lose.
Yeah.
But this ain't about the great. This is, like I said in the beginning, this is like greatest WWE, WCW wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
And there is nobody that has gotten more money and has been more over than Stone Cold.
Right.
Oh, 100%, dude. Stone Cold was, it was like, when he showed up, it was like, at least when they finally did the Stone Cold character, it went bananas everywhere, dude. It was everywhere. He was the most best-selling. I mean, he probably still sells the best t-shirts. I mean, Pac, you bought his shirt.
Yeah. He's been top, I think, top 3, top 4, ever since he stopped wrestling.
Well, and also his ability to, I mean, just the theme song with that broken glass sound, I mean, that's just immediately pop. I mean, LOD would be the closest back in the day, right? The LOD pop that when they would used to come. I think Austin's it's at some points is even louder. And he's still, even when he wrestled what's his name? Kevin Owens, right? At WrestleMania. He actually he came out of retirement. I mean, it was not the greatest match, but it was still fun as hell to see Steve Austin.
I mean, it was fun to see him wrestle. Yeah.
Well,
it was
Steve
definitely
changed. Yeah, he when he became Stone Cold Steve Austin, he changed the game and it changed the entire industry. He was the biggest name. He overtook Hulk Hogan. You know, there was none greater for the longest time.
WCW stunning Steve Austin. He had a really good run until he got that little bit of an injury. But that long hair Steve Austin, there was just something about him. He had that like, hey, what's this guy all about? Like this mid card, early carder guy. You're like, this is interesting to see this dude. And then all of a sudden, like he disappeared from the WCW because obviously the injury. things like that. And then it's like, oh, he's fighting Jake the Snake or something in this match, and then all of a sudden he cuts that promo because he was the Taskmaster, I think.
Yeah, you're
With
thumping
15
your Bible. You're talking your John 3:16. Well, Stone Cold, Austin 3:16.
Whip your ass. I mean, and then it was it.
Swagger, man. It's
Yeah.
the swagger. Like he comes in and he's like, it's his walk, it's like intensity. It's like he ain't playing no shit. That's what got everybody like, all right, I like this dude. And then like we were saying with Bret Hart earlier, that Bret Hart feud is really what just blew him all over the place. Like when he said the Hitman, he was like, if you put S in front of Hitman, you'll know exactly what I think of him. I was like, oh, okay. Hell yeah. Dude, that shit is classic. And not to mention, what really also helped him is the fact that he had the best heel in wrestling to help him. The best heel in wrestling is Mr. McMahon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's the best heel. And having the biggest face and the biggest heel, it's just gonna like radiate this greatness. You know what I mean?
I do want to give a shout out to Toy Games for being in the chat. I do see your comment in the YouTube, but I don't see it in StreamYard for some weird reason. But it just came up though. He had made another comment before that though, where he said WCW had both of these guys at one point and didn't know what to do with them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. WCW had more of an idea for Jericho than they did for Steve Austin, though. At least in my opinion.
Well, the thing is, there was different times though. They weren't there at the same era either, right? So when Jericho was there, like you needed the good wrestlers like Jericho to go out there and perform and entertain the people. Then you had the older generation come out and just do their non-wrestling storyline. But that's why Jericho was there. Like you knew they were stuck at a certain area because you couldn't move up after that.
Well, they had almost like three different styles of wrestling on those shows, right? You had like the Juventud Guerrero, the Psychosis, those guys wrestling, Rey Mysterio, early Mysterio.
Exactly, dude. I loved Dude, I loved La Parka, the chairman of WCW.
Juventud loved Juventud.
All skulls, like the skull outfit. Was it La Parka?
Yeah, that was La Parka was the skulls outfit. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Dude, even remember when they had like the side by side promos in the WWF where they were talking to each other through while they were sitting somewhere else in the country?
Oh yeah.
Like Bret Hart's just looking, because I guess Bret Hart, I think he was returning from injury or something, and Stone Cold was like, "Win, lose, or draw, I'ma still be at that ass." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like, I'm like, remember when Vince McMahon was in the hospital and Stone Cold was impersonating a nurse?
Oh, he hit him with the urinal or whatever. The
bedpan. The bedpan.
That's the thing. As much of a badass as he was just naturally funny too. During the Alliance, when he had the questioning, he's like, he went through each wrestler. He's like, "You're gonna pick your boogers while I'm conducting my."
Well, that whole thing with
charisma.
He and Kurt Angle. During the Alliance situation, when he and Kurt Angle had when Kurt Angle shows up with the cowboy hats and Kurt's wearing that little tiny hat, and they
got us badges.
Gold.
Dude,
Yeah,
that was gold, man. Kurt Angle, the Kurt Angle was hilarious to me. And then again, the whole what thing, right? That started off. That happened near his end of his run in WWE, right before he was like, "All right, I'm done." And that was just ridiculous with the crowd interaction with every single time. Even you just did it earlier today, Lou. And Talib does it every week on the show. What?
Now, I gotta bring this up because Stone Cold's here. I have to bring it up. The stuff that he did with Booker T was amazing.
I was just gonna say that.
The grocery store?
Grocery store, the church, all of it. It was funny.
And it helped. That helped Booker T get his foot, cemented in WWE. That great segment.
I mean, the only thing. No, go ahead. Pog?
No, when he was doing the bingo, remember Booker was playing bingo, and he goes, "All right, the next number is number 316 or something like that."
He had the beer, the Steve Weisers, and all that stuff too.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys want to gauge, there's a YouTube video. If you guys want to gauge how much of a reaction Stone Cold got, Just look at a video called Stone Cold Returns to help the WWE from the Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
When they're getting like WWE's getting jumped by WCW and ECW, he comes back, and that's probably like one of the loudest pops he's ever gotten.
Yeah,
You'll see how over Stone Cold was.
yeah.
I wish he would have used that Disturbed theme more because that was
Oh,
such a
the
badass
Disturbed
bomb.
theme, yes, yeah. These two both have great themes that they only use a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
is surprising, yeah. All right, it's that time now. We gotta do a vote, right?
All right,
Yes.
So-
yes, let's lock it in.
Let
all right, I
go
got
to
you,
the-
Abby. So, who is voting for Jericho?
I have to. I know. I have to.
Oh,
And again, it's longevity for me. The longevity.
Well, I just stopped the vote, so the chat has 86% for Steve Austin.
Who?
All right, move on.
Yep. And
Thank you,
Austin
Jericho, for
316 says, "I just whooped Jericho's ass."
Woohoo!
Now
Wish I
the
figured
next
this
one
would happen.
is Mil Mascaras versus
Oh.
Roman Reigns.
This is the one I was saying from the beginning that there's going to be one Lucha Libre wrestler here.
Yeah,
And
we,
he's a wild
we
card.
did add
This was
one.
nobody's pick. This is just a wild card that was left hanging because there was some people that were left to put in the bracket.
There was actually a lot of people left who didn't make the list, which I was a little surprised by.
We're gonna bring up some like honorable mentions that didn't make the bracket for
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's start with Roman Reigns. Acknowledge me. Yeah, I see it.
Where the fingers at? You gotta acknowledge the tribal chief. You gotta acknowledge that.
All right, so go ahead, Lou. Go ahead.
You know, I've always wanted to love Roman Reigns, and I don't hate Roman Reigns, but he got you know, when he first came out with the Shield, you knew he was going to be something. Didn't have the mic skills yet, but he had the presence, he had the look, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they wanted to really push him as a singles wrestler, and Vince was kind of shoving him down everybody's throat, he was forced. You know, the sucker and succotash. That killed it for me for a while. He was forced into this, and he didn't. You know, you could tell he was forced to he was force fed these lines that he had to say on television, and it hurt him for a long time. Now, a weaker person, I think, would have completely flopped and disappeared, and that's where I've got to give him credit. He kept going and kept persevering and kept going and never gave up. He took exactly what was given to him and he worked with it until he finally kind of developed himself and developed who he is in the ring. To the point now, you can hate Roman Reigns. You can say, "Oh, he's shoved down our throats for so long, and you know he's overrated." But I got to give him a lot of props in his growth and how he stuck with it and you know became what he's become.
This is one of the only times I wish I could call a helpline and be like, "Yo, can you put Paul Heyman in the group to talk right now to boost up Roman?" Because let me tell you, man, the needle mover, Roman Reigns. So, all right, this man is the longest reigning WWE champion since Bruno Sammartino.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know. That shit is hard to not. Granted, he didn't wrestle a lot. You know, he only wrestled in pay-per-views, but to be that relevant for that long, to be the man to hold the title is kind of amazing, because you have to have the trust of the whole company, and to the point that you have to sell merch to be able to have a reason to maintain that title belt for that long.
Right.
So I got to give him props for that. His in-ring abilities have completely gotten better.
Yes.
Completely have gotten better. He knows how to work the crowd now better. He knows the right things to say. Now his heel work, his heel work is always his best. He's kind of a weak face. I will say that. I'll take him points off of that. He's not a good guy.
He's gotten
a
better.
He's a better bad guy. Yeah, he's a much better bad guy. The cocky attitude, the acknowledge me when he did the whole bloodline thing and there were heels. That was that was perfection. Like he did such a good job.
Yes.
Like he people loved him so much as a bad guy that they started cheering him.
Right. They exactly. And that's how you know you're over, and that's how you know you've succeeded, honestly. That you're so bad that the crowd gets back behind you and begins to love you. It worked for The Rock. It happened with Macho Man.
Yep.
Happened with a lot of guys on this list, quite honestly.
That's true.
It actually happened with Bret Hart. The Hart Foundation at one time was a heel team with Jimmy Hart. So I mean, you can go all the way back. There's a lot to be said for that. If they can hone their skills as a good heel, they can become an even better face.
That's good.
Sure.
That's a very good point.
But I think in terms of like, and also his condition, because he has leukemia.
Mhm.
So it's just the fact that he's like, it's on recession and he's still doing all this stuff at such a high level. It's like, you got to commend him. He survived dog food, like someone said in chat. He survived dog food. He survived suffering suffrage, the big dog gimmick.
Oh God, the fucking big.
They had him beat Undertaker for his second loss at WrestleMania. A lot of people didn't like that.
It should have been Undertaker's first loss in my
It should have been
opinion.
his first loss because
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar didn't need it.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, Undertaker should have retired after.
He
that
should have
loss.
retired undefeated, if anything. I think so too.
Oh yeah, he shouldn't have lost. I think he
Yeah.
should have beat Brock Lesnar.
Mhm.
Hands down, he should have beat Brock Lesnar.
But I get why there's like, there's a lot of people that hate or love Roman Reigns. But that's like to be honest, that's the formula for like a top level guy because people hate and love John Cena. So
Right. I agree. And you got to kind of understand, we witnessed Roman go from his very beginning to where he is now. We witnessed all of that. Back in the day, you didn't necessarily see the guys develop in developmentals or in the territories the way we see today. We see these guys from the very beginning. So you see the entire growth. And some succeed and you see it happen, some don't. But you can't hold against them where they started necessarily to where they are now, because that's the entire journey. Some just do the entire same thing over and over again. They're just stagnant and they don't get over. But some of them transform as they get better, and Roman's one of them.
I think he's in his final stages of character development, though. He's not going anywhere after this. He's reached that peak now.
Yes.
Yeah.
he's found it what he's supposed to be for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's.
So
let's
I want to
get-
ask a question to the panel, not to Avi. Do any of you know who Mil Mascaras is?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. 'Cause I was about
Mills
to
from
say,
back in the
if It's
day.
going to be me and Avi talking about Mil Mascaras. It's about to get very boring.
I do have to say we have to go a little bit faster because we only covered like 3 matches or 3
We're already an hour in.
and we're an hour in, so we got to do a little time limit on these.
All right.
Let's say
All right.
5 minutes per, and because again, this is gonna go for like 6 hours or 7.
We'll be here all night. Yeah.
So we're just gonna finger poke
I
a
still
Doom
need
every
some-
single one of these matchups.
All right, so
Yep.
we'll start it off with Mil Mascaras. All I'm gonna say is that this dude is pretty much a Mexican superhero. He is in comic books. He is bigger than you could probably say he is bigger than Stone Cold and The Rock in Mexico.
I'll be
He's
right
probably
back.
he's probably
I'll be
bigger
right
than
back.
Hulk
You
Hogan.
guys keep
He's
going.
bigger than Hulk Hogan in Mexico.
Yeah.
Straight up.
In a heartbeat, dude. He's bigger. He's probably the one well-known lucha libre superstar.
It's him and El Santo.
El Santo was another one. Like everyone, if you don't even watch wrestling, like you talk to people like who don't watch wrestling, they could say that Hulk Hogan, The Rock. They may mention Stone Cold Steve Austin, but everyone knows Mil Mascaras and El Santo. Even like
Mil
Blue Demon,
Mascaras.
right?
Yeah, Blue Demon. Yeah, Mil Mascaras, though, that was one of those guys from the magazines back in the day. That's the guy, because again, like the Bill Apner ones and things like that, you would always see those information. And Mil Mascaras was the guy that you would hear about, and that's for like your television watchers over here in America, but pre-cable, because even in the old cable days, you really didn't get it unless you were watching some of the deep Spanish channels. And it depends on what kind of market you're in. Up here in Chicagoland, we didn't really get too much. Surprisingly, a lot, even though there's a huge Hispanic culture around here. But we didn't get a lot of those kind of matches, that style of wrestling. But you definitely heard of Mil Mascaras. And again, as you get older, you hear about him, and just he gets my vote because he's not Roman Reigns. I just don't like Roman Reigns at all.
Oh, that's fair, man. You're allowed.
But I love Mil, just that style and just the idea of these international superstars. As a kid, I wish I had more opportunity to watch some of that stuff in its prime. Now seeing it is more like when he was in his later time, we saw him more of like a novelty act, not a novelty act, more of a presentation. Like here's this hero that we're only seeing in like the form like if a Stone Cold Steve Austin shows up nowadays, you're only getting just the praise for him and not the actual matches.
Yeah, and Mil Mascara is just because I know I'm gonna we'll probably end it like at 3 minutes in. Mil Mascara is like also you got to give him credit because he is probably the reason why a lot of Mexican wrestlers exist nowadays, like inspired by Mil Mascaras. You know, those top people in Mexico, like they just sprout so many amazing talent. It's insane.
Oh, dude! I mean, again, wrestling in Mexico or even Japan, there's a lot of talent out there. You don't know about them because we don't get to see it.
Yeah.
You know, like WWE did buy out AAA. They own AAA now, so you kind of get to see that a little bit. I want to say I'm saying a little bit because they still have that WWE style, the TKO style, over AAA now. So it's like you see it, but you're going to see more well-known names, and you'll see a lot of cross promotion of like WWE guys going over there. But there's a lot of talented wrestlers, like Rey Mysterio Jr., but Rey Mysterio, everyone knows in WWE, like he's been wrestling since he was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't know that because he started like with a very different name until he was given the permission to use Rey Mysterio name. But who is his uncle? And Rey Mysterio's senior original child is El Hijo de Rey Mysterio, which is also a great wrestler, but not good as Rey Mysterio. It gets confusing.
No, I get no. That's the thing with Mexican wrestlers is like they pass down their name like a mantle, like Batman.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah,
the mask, the mask gets passed down, the mantle, like so. It gives you a lot of like culture as well. I feel like there's a lot of culture and family aspect involved in luchador wrestling, which I do like. I do like that.
Deep lore.
Yeah, it's different. All right.
I wanted to see if Lou can get back, but I feel like this might be a majority vote anyway, so I'm just going to start it.
All right.
So who's going to vote for Roman? Raise their hand.
Are you serious? None of us?
None of us.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Shout out to the tribal chief, though. I acknowledge you, though.
I do acknowledge you. The chat.
Zero.
Lou's not here. I think he would have been the one, to be honest with you. But the chat did go with Roman Reigns, so he did get one.
Okay, good. All right, so Mil Mascaras progresses.
All right, the next one is Andre the Giant versus the Undertaker.
Damn.
Let's go. Andre the Giant versus the Undertaker. Let's see who do you guys think is the best? One, if you type 1 in the chat, you get Andre the Giant. You type 2, you get Undertaker.
Dude, prime Andre could move though. There's footage of Andre before his WWE, like his later with the singlet that he's wearing now. Like he could move in the ring back then, and he felt like an attraction. Like that was the aura of Andre the Giant. And I think if it wasn't for his match with Hogan, I don't think Hogan would be as big as he is after that going forward.
That's 100% true, man. 100%.
Hulk Hogan.
Andre the Giant is great. He's had some great. I honestly hated his stint with the mask on, but the thing with Undertaker,
the machines.
The machine,
machine.
I hated that part of it, but again, he was again like an icon, right? He was like holy shit when you see him. He showed up, but again, like I feel like he didn't win that much.
He didn't
over bigger names.
He was an attraction.
Yeah, he didn't need to. You're right. I mean, he played his role properly, I guess, but. Undertaker, though, holy shit, man! Like,
You want to know what's interesting about this matchup is that both of them in their time were locker room leaders. They were like the top guy in their locker rooms. Like in like the late 70s, early 80s, a lot of people say that Andre was the leader of the locker room. Much like people like in the 90s and like the early 2000s and up say Undertaker was the leader of the locker room.
Right. Yeah, Andre. Everything had to be run by Andre back then. Mm-hmm. He was the one basically in charge of everything, but Taker took that mantle basically.
Yes, he did.
Andre made Hulk. Sorry, I didn't mean to just like jump back in. My son stopped by. I had to
Do it.
had to
This is a wrestling
pick
show.
some stuff up. Yeah, the invasion angle from Lou.
Out of the bag.
This one's another tough one because I mean, two absolute freaking legends, right? And yeah, I'll never forget when Undertaker first appeared. When they first brought him out, the debut of the Undertaker.
Mean Mark.
Yeah, Andre was never called Mean Mark. You're right.
It was
but nobody
agitated
knew.
Andre. Agitated Andre.
Right.
My
I
dinner
love
with
me Andre. I love me Andre, but man, it's just Undertaker. It's just
Undertaker is just like one of those characters that you've seen just perform over and over and over again. He's got some of the best historic matches. You know, like, dude, some of the stuff he did. I was a big fan of the Ministry of Darkness, personally. I
Me
loved
too.
the Ministry of Darkness. This is before the corporate ministry. I was a big fan of like the whole buried alive thing too. I thought that was really cool and creative how they did that. I just loved his character about being the Phenom. You know, the thunder strike, and then all of a sudden you see his hand pop out, or he disappears, or something happens, and it was just like kind of. He had that aura, and I thought it was really dope.
the sound effect of his music starting. You know,
he has one of the best
Yeah.
entrances ever
Yeah.
in wrestling for
Yeah.
sure. He has one of the best wrestling entrances,
Yeah.
and like not to mention like almost all his little like weird gimmicks, like his like phases were almost over. Like the Phantom of the Opera Undertaker, Ministry of Darkness Undertaker.
Undertaker
I missed
versus
one.
Undertaker.
Undertaker when he started putting people in body bags. You remember that? That was really early.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Putting people in body bags.
I actually think, like K-Town Collector saying, the American Badass was garbage, though, and I agree. I didn't like that.
I disagree.
I didn't
What?
like
You
that.
guys didn't like it?
It was okay.
Uh,
He needed that change during that time. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think it was okay.
Came out
needed
with
a break.
the leather style, like snake print pants. No, thank you.
Yeah, the bike. He came in the arena with the bike.
Come on, bro. Yeah.
It grounded him a little bit and gave him a little more longevity because that
He
was
was a
at a
new
time.
finisher too. The last ride.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
But
was at a time.
but then he went back to his old character.
Exactly, because everyone loved it and everyone wanted it so badly.
Yes.
That's a big reason
Supposedly,
why.
yeah, supposedly Vince hated the American Badass gimmick. Supposedly, like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
imagine so.
but
But
you
no,
know what's
dude,
crazy?
like, Undertaker has had so many like different primes. It's crazy. Like he wrestled the '80s style. He wrestled early '90s. He adapted well in the Attitude Era. He wrestled against Brock Lesnar in his prime. All those people, Randy Orton in his prime. He even when he gets older, when he comes back and he wrestles Kane, he comes back and then he wrestles Shawn Michaels, Edge, all those people, Batista every year. Now, granted, he only wrestles like once a year at that point. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think you're
I'll be
missing
right back.
someone though. He fought Giant Gonzalez for
Oh
Christ's
yeah,
sake.
we don't talk
He-
about
He was
that.
forced. Right. He was able to put. Well, you could. I don't know if you could say he was able to pull a match out of a Giant Gonzalez.
That wasn't even a match. That was just him being choked out by like some
was
like
just
drug,
That was
and
just
then he
a
goes
powerful
back
match.
and starts knocking him.
Yeah.
Who was the bad match in WrestleMania? He was like some big bald guy. What was that?
Talking about King Kong Bundy?
Not King Kong Bundy. There was another one. It was like some. Was it Bull? It wasn't Bull. Not Bull Shannon.
Was it
Bull
Bull
Buchanan.
Buchanan. Was Bull Buchanan?
Oh, Bull
Was that
Buchanan. Yeah, Bull Buchanan.
Was that
I
a
don't think
WrestleMania match or?
No, I don't
No,
think so.
he fought Big Boss Man, Hell in a Cell. That's when they hung him, I think. Is
Yeah.
that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
And Bull Buchanan would come out with Big Boss Man, I believe, during that time.
Maybe that was. Yeah.
But
You know what's crazy
You
about
know-
Taker is his athleticism. Like I never seen anyone jump over the rope. Like he had ups. Like when he would
Right.
do that. Like what
He was a
Roman does.
basketball player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the
Oh, he
old
was?
school
yeah, he used to be a basketball player in high school.
walking the top rope. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. I think overall, for a big man, I think Taker was much more agile. And I know Andre in his earlier years was, but he didn't need to be either. You didn't need Andre to be an acrobat. Here's
A-Train
the
and Big Show. That was the match.
Yeah.
A-Train and
Oh,
Big
yeah,
Show.
yeah.
That was that match. I
The
was thinking
handicap
of.
match, yeah, that one was kind
Yeah.
of a bad one.
And here's the thing to think about too. Taker benefited greatly from television, right? A lot of Andre's career wrestling was not in the forefront of television the way the majority of Taker's career was. So a lot more eyeballs saw Taker on a regular basis. Andre was a special event and not necessarily seen often in his prime.
Well,
You've
the
gotta give
spectacle of it,
Andre
Lou,
had a
when he
really
would come
long
to
wrestling
town.
career.
right.
Yeah, when he came to town in those territory days, that was a big deal.
Mhm.
Like the television stuff, you know, again, you can shoot the angles the right way to make guys look bigger than they are. Andre the Giant was still massive when you saw him against these other dudes, but there had to be something to see him live. That was one. I didn't get invited to that birthday party. Thanks a lot, jerks. When he was at the Rosemont Horizon, and my friends are all coming back to school talking about, oh yeah, I threw something and hit Andre. You know,
Damn.
but never saw him in person. But I'm sure it had to be a really big deal to see that dude in real life. Like you said, like the spectacle of him, just his traveling things too. I mean, a very sad existence too, to be that large of a human being.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the party stuff that people talk about, and Undertaker himself being a pretty big dude, and that dead man gimmick. Talk about a guy who lived that gimmick, even when he was doing the Undertaker. The American Badass gave him an opportunity to like live life a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Again, being that tall, you're pretty obvious who you are. But now, let alone you have to wear all that black leather all the time, or with a clammy looking skin. I'm sure that doesn't help.
I remember.
I do want to make one comment here. Poi, I think you have to re-input your two just separately. I don't think it registers if you start typing after the fact. That's one. And then two, we're going to start doing a time limit on all this because we're only on like the fourth matchup right now. So,
all right.
I got my stopwatch ready to go. Next round, we got 5 minutes, guys.
All right, move it forward. Move it forward.
Stop it. Let's
vote.
move this forward.
Let's vote.
All right,
Let's
so who's voting for Andre? Raise your hand.
I gotta go with it.
The chat is 50-50 right now, unless you get. I haven't
Yeah.
stopped it yet, so it'll just be null and void. Up, it just moved. Undertaker to 56.
All
And
right.
how many were on screen?
Three hands.
3 Undertakers. Wait,
Three Undertakers.
Yeah, there's 3 Undertakers.
Oh,
Okay.
I did Andre. I was voting for Andre. Sorry.
Yeah, same.
All right, so Undertaker moves on. Much respect to Andre, though. So who's next?
That's the true number one, Andre.
Edge and
Oh, this is
CM
an
Punk.
easy one.
All right, so
CM Punk
greatest of all time. Edge 1 in the chat. CM Punk 2 in the chat.
CM Punk.
CM Punk all day. Edge was fantastic, and he did become a main eventer, and he's a great wrestler, amazing wrestler. It took him forever to break out of the tag team mold. For the longest time, he was not great as a singles wrestler, and they tried numerous times. I think for me, it was it was Rated R Superstar, and his personally what made me love Edge was his rivalry with Cena. His feud with Cena at that point, it was like, okay, yeah, Edge is a main eventer. The two of them had amazing chemistry.
Yeah, but I mean,
But
the singles wrestler stuff is good, but you can't take away like he made the TLC matches with the Dudleys and the Hardys. You know what I mean?
Right, as a tag team, right? As a tag team,
What
tag
he
team
did-
wresler, Edge was one of the greatest.
What he did as Rated R Superstar, though, was freaking phenomenal.
Absolutely,
His
Being
Rated R
naked with
character
Lita?
was... Yes, being naked with Lita. 100%.
You know what's
That was
funny?
the most
Both
awkward thing
of
on
these were with
television.
Lita, I think, right? CM Punk was with Lita as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, CM Punk and Lita dated for a
Dude,
while.
I think I got with Lita.
Yeah,
And Beth Phoenix.
but CM Punk. I mean, again, CM Punk is one of the greatest ever.
No,
The
yeah.
greatest talker.
Yeah.
Just the greatest presence. The man is just gold on the mic. Edge banged Lita next. Yeah, but so did
So
CM
did
Punk.
CM Punk.
Yeah,
So did
so did
CM
CM Punk. So we're back to a level playing ground games.
Yeah.
We
And their
We gotta-
theme songs are.
Well,
I
Edge
got
married
you.
Beth Phoenix, and CM Punk married AJ Lee.
Give me Beth Phoenix all day on that one.
You like this Buffalo on.
Damn,
Yeah,
they both did.
they both did. They both did.
Everyone wanted Lita, of course.
Yep.
Who
Everyone
doesn't?
still wants Lita.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. All
No,
right.
all right,
So,
I mean,
let's
again,
give CM Punk- let's give CM Punk some love because we're running out of time. So CM Punk,
Lockport
obviously,
Phil.
dude, the greatest in the world. He disappeared for what, 8 years, 10 years,
10 years.
and then
10
he
years.
disappeared for 10 years.
10
Came
years from
back at
WWE, he
AEW.
went to AEW.
Right. That's right. He
I'll
did
be
the
upfront. I didn't like what he did at AEW in the sense of like coming back, not wrestling. The whole bullshit, the whole shenanigans, the whole drama, and then he was let go by Tony Khan. I didn't like all that, and it was just kind of bullshit. And then he showed up in WWE, like essentially like a month later or 2 months later, and we knew it was kind of happened, but
rejuvenated, a new
I-
man.
I-
Yeah.
but I
I
the drama,
I still
the drama
appreciate-
thing, I didn't like about it.
Yeah, but it goes both ways. My thing is, I still appreciate his feuds with like MJF. Like that was one of the biggest
Yeah,
highlights in
yeah.
AEW, in my opinion.
For
Like
sure.
when those two were in the ring with mics, like that was what everyone was waiting for.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
tried to do like I think his biggest feuds in AEW were with I don't like Dean Ambrose, but it was with Dean Ambrose, MJF, and I think they also had one with Samoa Joe as
Yeah.
well. He had one with Samoa Joe. I think that was his very last
Yes,
match. Actually, with
that
Samoa.
was his last. Yeah, that was his last. His
But-
last match was with
And,
Samoa
and
Joe.
the thing about CM Punk is, I remember a lot of people went back to wrestling when that pipe bomb happened.
Yeah.
Because even though it's scripted, brother, he did blur the lines to even a point where today sometimes you don't even know if it's in the script that he's supposed to say that, right?
Yep.
Like no other wrestler has that type of charisma or talent.
Yeah.
I mean, CM Punk is definitely well known for his mic skills, and they even recently he had like a big I would say scripted because it felt like it was a little scripted when I watched it, but it was a good promo that he did. That was on TKO. This
Yeah.
is more current events, and he talked about the sales and the ticket prices and all that stuff, and it felt weird because it was like, but again, Cody Rhodes did the same thing. He said kind of something similar.
Right.
He gave Roman Reigns his first 5-star match.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
CM Punk,
So-
dude, that WrestleMania match was phenomenal. It was a really good match. I enjoyed it, and I hated the Randy Orton Cody match.
But
Ice cream
I'm
bars.
just gonna run down something real fast for CM Punk because we got to keep going because I know we're running out of 5 minutes. All right, so CM Punk started in WWE, the off-brand ECW,
Mhm.
Straight Edge Society, which was a good heel faction. He was the new leader of the Nexus after Wade Barrett, which was awesome. That's when he did the pipe bomb when he wore the Stone Cold shirt.
Yeah,
Had a great banger match against John Cena at Money in the Bank in Chicago, where he got the title, and he left for a couple weeks, and then he came back with a Cult of Personality, which is a banger theme,
Yeah.
his old theme. So he has, in my opinion, in solos, he has way better matches than Edge in solos.
He also
100%.
had a better feud with Jeff Hardy than Edge did.
He also had a
Yes.
better feud with Jeff Hardy. That is true.
I would also like to correct Shogun here. When he said ECW, WWE ECW, no, before that he was in Ring of Honor.
No, I'm saying when he was in WWE, his first time in WWE, he
Oh.
was in off-brand ECW.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, off brand.
Yeah.
But again,
Off-brand.
I've been watching Punk wrestle in Ring of Honor. Fuck, he was in TNA, part of Raven's
Yeah.
flock.
Flock. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
was
don't
like Raven's.
I don't consider sci-fi ECW. I don't.
No, it's WWE CW.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was WWE
what it was.
ECW. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But he was like the shining star that came out of that, right? Because I mean, everybody else that came out of that were development. And I'm not talking about the original ECW guys. I'm talking about the guys that were put in ECW that were WWE guys. He's the one that
dude, go
succeeded.
back.
Yeah,
Zombie,
watch it,
Zombie.
yeah.
Go watch
The new-
TNA.
the new
TNA back in the day, Raven. It was Raven, Julio De Niro, CM Punk, and then I'm trying to remember who the chick was.
Mickey
there was-
James.
Yeah, it was Mickey James. Yeah, Mickey James.
Yep.
Yeah, it was interesting. All right, guys.
Yep.
1 for Edge, 2 for CM Punk.
All right. He's about to pull in a minute because I'm about to make this choice because, like Avi said, we're not even done with the first half of the bracket.
Right.
We got a lot more to go. So
Yeah.
On this
An hour and a half
day-
in. Are we going to cut this thing and do the second half of the bracket next week?
no.
All right,
next
then
week-
pick it up, roll it up,
Let's
guys.
go.
Let's go.
All right. So
CM
okay.
Punk.
Who votes for CM Punk? Raise their hand. All right. CM Punk wins. And it looks like the chat follow suit.
Edge.
Yeah.
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 Get out of
Yes.
here, Lockport Phil. You're not you big Chicago.
All right.
Oh,
the
Bruno.
next matchup is John Cena versus Bruno Sammartino.
Bruno.
The longest reigning
Again.
WWE champion of all time.
I will
Where my
forever be a
Italians
Cena
at?
hater.
God bless. This is a tough one because, again, John benefits from television that Bruno didn't benefit from back in the day. Bruno was a huge star for the WWE or WWF back then, I believe.
That's right.
And, huge star, the longest reigning champion for decades.
He's had amazing rivalries, John Cena, and not to mention, I don't want to include this, and I don't want to take the wrestling stuff, but in terms of what he's done for the company as an image, like the image of the company itself, with all the Make-A-Wish stuff he's done for kids and actually inspiring people, it has to be added. It has nothing to do with the wrestling stuff, but it's helped make his character bigger than life.
Right. I mean, in a world where you've got so many scandals and everything else, John Cena has maintained a very.
He had a scandal. He was dating Mickey James. Yeah, Nikki Bella cheated on him and his wife or something like that.
Right. But he was never arrested. He was never,
No. I mean, honestly, John Cena played.
Talk about big stuff. John Cena was a womanizer. We all know that. But
he stepped up. He stepped up to grow WWE in ways like again, when WWE turned PG, John Cena stepped up to play that character who brought the kids back in, and he did a good job. He did a great job. I think John Cena is a great wrestler. He's well known, and I think he's a pillar of wrestling.
Yeah,
because he took control of it, and he played such a great character, dude. Even the adults loved him when he started doing the rap stuff.
He was about to get fired. He was about to get fired from the company, and then Stephanie heard him rap and said, "Do that," and he blew up. Right?
He did. My only thing is the unfortunate part is Cena. His rise was during the rise of social media, so there's a lot of stuff that gets said and all that, right?
Yeah.
But my thing was, being an Attitude Era fan, when he won against JBL, like almost a few months after, it started to turn on him. So he never, to me, like for the adults, he never resonated with the fans. Because I remember his feud with Jericho at SummerSlam. It was here in DC. It was split 50-50 Jericho and Cena. And I remember Vince was so mad that they acknowledged the Jericho chants. And like furthermore, like he's done so many good things, but also it's hard to ignore stuff where clearly he should have done the job to certain talents and let them get over it.
Yeah, he's done the bad thing. Like I think one of the ones that he regrets that he says is what he did to the Nexus as a stable.
Right.
To Wade Barrett, he should have taken that L, but he didn't want to, and he pressed it. But again, I think John Cena.
Bray should have gotten the win over Mania also at 30 because I think it would have done better for Bray than it would have Cena. Same for
Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt is one of those characters or wrestlers I feel like should have deserved a lot more because he could talk, he could walk, he could do a lot of cool things, and people acknowledged it. Right, they were in love with him, but he just kept getting the L's, and I didn't know why. I was like, "What the hell's going on?" He's probably one of their best characters in the industry. But
John Cena's been the top guy for so long that he had feuds with every top guy. Like he had feuds with Randy Orton, Edge, CM Punk, like Brock Lesnar,
Rock,
Hulk Hogan,
again,
Rock,
everybody,
Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, Triple H. Yeah,
it's wild. So it's just like in terms of just televised, because that's the problem with our friend here is like a lot of his stuff people do not know about. It's just in the history books.
Right.
Well, and again, the territory days, Bruno Sammartino, I mean, he was able to make what WWF was in the East Coast, stuff like that.
Yes.
The New York things. There was a feud where he got blinded, and the Mafia was actually going to go after the guy. That's how wrestling back then was. Yeah. It wasn't where people were in on it. Like nowadays, everyone on the internet wrestling community. We didn't even have that. Even in the papers and stuff like that, it was like a legit thing. Bruno Sammartino was the Italian for New York area. I mean, the guy's from Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. I think is he originally from.
I think so.
And again, mostly my first incarnation with him was when he was an announcer with the company. he had the WWF LGN figure of him. He was an actual toy that you could actually play with. He had a good pose for that figure line. But Bruno Sammartino, he was like that era's John Cena. As much as I dislike John Cena, you got to give the guy his props.
Yeah.
He's charismatic as hell. I mean, like I said, beyond the stuff from he is probably the best actor in personality from the wrestling industry. I know some people think Batista is a little bit better in terms of that, but John Cena is just damn. Like I hate how much I like him.
Yeah.
I'm with you,
All right,
Stu.
but I'm gonna put this to a vote to not take much more time. So who is voting for Cena? Raise their hand.
Still gotta look for him. Yeah, I can't.
I can't.
Yes,
And
It's unanimous. The chat is on Cena as well. So
All right.
Yeah, go.
Cena.
Sorry, Bruno. Well, he's dead, so he doesn't hear.
Bruno's the legend, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
all right,
All right.
the next one.
We finally moved on to the next round, an hour and a half in.
Holy shit,
Well,
guys!
this
We
should be
got-
quicker this side. Yeah.
We're gonna go. Quicker.
Yeah, this time will be quicker because we've already talked about most of these guys. Again, I've already mentioned before. I'm going to say it again. Eddie Guerrero is my favorite wrestler of all time, and my vote goes to Eddie Guerrero. Nothing
Man,
against
this
Bret
would be a
Hart,
hell of a match in their prime.
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
hit a
God,
one for Eddie Guerrero, hit a 2 for Bret Hart. Now again, Bret Hart has been there. He's again. I think both wrestlers have made it to the mountaintop, but I think Bret Hart has been known for a better
He
name.
stayed in the mountaintop for a long
Yeah,
time.
he stayed in the mountaintop for a very long time. Eddie Guerrero made it there and then kind of fell back down. But again, like in my opinion, I think he's actually the better wrestler.
Eddie
It's a tough-
Guerrero, I could.
I think Eddie Guerrero is a better wrestler, just because again the reason I say that is because he comes from a wrestling family as well, just like Bret Hart did, but so does Eddie Guerrero, and he came from Gory Guerrero wrestling family,
Yeah.
and he's been wrestling since he was like 7 years old.
It's two
I
very
think-
different
I think-
styles.
I think they're different styles, but they're very they're like the excellence of execution in their own styles.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the issue. Like they're both
Excelente, excelente.
Exactly.
Yeah, you had the faster paced lucha style with Eddie. You had the slower paced, methodical style of Bret Hart.
That's
Eddie's
true.
was probably more flashy. Bret was more technical.
That's 100%. I agree with that.
But it just boils down to like for this one for me it's just like which style of wrestling you like more and which storylines did you enjoy more, like with like rivalries. Because I like these two almost equally, but I would give like the 1% to Ed, not Edge, for Bret Hart because of his style, just because of his entrance.
I would give Eddie better just because of his mic skills.
So
Yeah, that's
you
true.
both have great points. You both have
Eddie Guerrero's
fantastic
got
points.
much better mic skills than Bret Hart did.
Agreed.
Again, different styles of wrestling. You're right, 100%. I think Eddie Guerrero was more of an all-arounder versus Bret Hart, who was more just technical.
I get
But
it,
it's
but
the pro wrestling got it over though. Like
there is the pressure of being world champion, and I feel like Eddie couldn't
Yeah.
be a world champion for long, and Bret
Eddie
Hart
couldn't handle that pressure. You're right. Yeah.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
As
It
much
did
as I
get-
love Eddie, I don't think Eddie is like because he took himself too serious, and like he would want every match to be a massive banger, and like that's what the world title. It can't be that way because not every match is going to be a banger, in my opinion, for a world title.
And Bret Hart is a better drawer, like an actual artist.
Oh,
Not just draw,
Yes,
not just
yes.
drawing a crowd.
Right. He's a cartoonist. Yeah. He does those cartoon drawings.
we're being that petty.
Hey, we're splitting hairs.
Well, you know what? Eddie Guerrero
Oh.
had a better tan. He had better muscles.
Yeah.
He did.
It's true. It's true. It's
And,
true. Bret had
and
better
you
hair.
No, heat.
Bret had better hair. Come on, Eddie's mullet. Oh,
I love the mullet.
No.
Don't
Yeah.
talk shit about the mullet.
Guerrero. There was some fun with her too. She had a good fun run.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
I think we should.
See, I like what Caster's Corner said. Come on, we don't get dirty down without Eddie. Why would
Yeah,
anyone vote for Bret Hart?
Yeah, but we don't get half the roster without Bret Hart.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie would have gotten where he got without Bret Hart. I mean, the size.
Well,
Bret Hart
well,
broke it for the size.
I would actually disagree with that because again, Eddie Guerrero was in Mexico, right? So it was
Yeah,
very
well, that's
different.
fair.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wouldn't need that. He probably would just be a mega star somewhere else, to be honest.
yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you
Mexico's
there.
closer to the the border, yeah, the equator. So that's not fair. Up in Canada, they don't get the sun.
That's right. So they have to rest
So
on
it's
the
2 days
diamond.
of the
Supposed to
year.
be, though. This is what it's supposed to be. This side of the bracket, like when it gets to this round specifically, it's supposed to be very tough going forward.
We welcome
All right.
Tom
Nobody
Petty.
cares. It's just
Can
going to
we,
be which one do you like the most. That's it.
Which one? So again, 1 for Eddie Guerrero, 2 for Bret Hart. You got to just type 1 or 2 in the chat. Your vote gets acknowledged, I should say.
All right, so I'm gonna give that like 30 more seconds, and then I'll put it to a vote for the panel.
I mean, you can put it to us though. You can put us to
okay,
the vote
okay.
now.
All right,
Oh.
so who is voting for Eddie on the panel? Raise your hand.
Come on. Listen. I'm wearing an Eddie Guerrero shirt. I'm fucking voting for Eddie Guerrero.
I'm voting Eddie because I do not want to see a panel that has only 1 vote for Eddie. So I'll vote.
It's crushing. It's crushing, and it's a difficult choice. But
It's fine. I mean, the chat
Yep.
is leaning towards Bret Hart as well, so I'm good. I'm good with it. It's fine. You made it this far. The fact that he beat Owen Hart, I'm happy about. So
He fought 2 hearts back to back, by the
I
way.
know.
Yeah.
He did. He did.
yeah,
And his heart
Right.
gave out in real life. So
That's
he'll
so
lose this
sad,
one.
dude.
That would have been a great match, but Bret Hart wins. He moves on.
Bret Hart wins.
Excellent.
All right.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
Jesus.
All right, guys. Remember, we got to keep this a little more quick paced.
Macho King, Macho Man, the Hulk rap, all that
right.
stuff. Miss
All right,
Elizabeth,
I'm typing it in
Sensational
right
Fury,
now.
Gorgeous
Let me-
George.
All right. Here it is, right here. So we're gonna do it on the right side. Okay, 1 for Macho Man, 2 for Steve Austin. And in
Everything
my
about
vote,
Macho- yeah, go.
no, go ahead, Pac. Go ahead.
Everything
I-
we said earlier about Macho applies, but only one of them was the man, and it was Austin.
Yeah.
Macho could have been the guy, but
I just feel like the 2 different generations here, honestly speaking. But I would go for Macho Man in this situation just because of the fact that I love the Macho Man. Like, I love Stone Cold too, but like I didn't like Stone Cold as much as like some of the other wrestlers in his era. Like The Rock, I liked a lot. I like Triple H better than Steve Austin. I was rooting for Bret Hart versus Stone Cold. So,
I have to pull out the Avi card here. Macho Man Savage is my favorite wrestler of all time. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be going down with if I go down with the ship of Macho Man. Oh yeah, I mean.
So listen, I love me some
Dig it.
Macho, but I have a sense of sanity. Stone Cold is the man. Okay? Point blank, period. This dude sells shirts still. Macho Man does sell shirts. There's still people that dress up as Macho, but
and
every
eat Slim
time
Jims. Yeah.
and Slim Jims, but every week you're gonna hear someone go, "What?" in the crowd.
Yeah, they're overweight lesbians. That's
Well,
what dresses like Macho Man.
and we are
and
we
to
are
speak to that-
50-50
Right,
50-50
but-
in the chat right now.
right. But to speak to that real quickly, I just have to say this. Ooh, yeah, the cream always rises to the top.
This is going to be an interesting vote, man.
The Macho Man Randy Savage.
So right now the chat is
Slim Jims are
50-50.
good for you, Billy.
Snap into a Slim Jim. Yeah.
So I'm
Sawdust,
gonna
that's good
ask
for you.
this. I'm gonna ask this to chat. So, if you remove one of these characters from history, like if they're not in WWF or WWE at all, they're not wrestling. Who do you think would have a bigger impact leaving the wrestling industry as a whole? Like they never were there. Who do you think? Which hole is more massive?
Let's ignore that, Shogun. Come on, that's a good. Damn it, that's a good one.
That's a good
That is a
point.
good question, and I think Steve Austin not being there would have been a bigger hole than Macho Man. Because again, I made this
Yeah.
comment before. Macho Man was always in the shadows of Hulk Hogan. That was all. He was always there. But again, I still think for that era, he was probably their best wrestler of all time in that era. But Steve Austin did something that, he picked up a mantle in WWE and he ran with it for many years.
Because Stone Cold was also. I mean, I wouldn't say that he is as good as a wrestler as Macho Man, but I will. Say, but Stone Cold is a ring general too. He is really good in the ring as well.
before his neck injury, the way he used to move
Yeah. Before his knees kind of got messed up, and then his neck injury from that Owen Hart pile driver, he was moving, man.
Oh yeah,
I think these two in their prime. Oh, sorry, Lou. Sorry, in these two in their prime, they would have had a hell of a feud too. In some matches, maybe not even a feud, just some good matches with each other. Just because, like you said, Macho Man, how meticulous he was with designing it, and Stone Cold, respecting that and saying, "Yeah, let's do this and we'll do that." And they would have put on a hell of a performance. But like Shogun just said, Steve Austin, I think, means more to the industry too than the Macho Man. But I'm going down with the good ship, Macho King.
All right, so I think what needed to be said has been said. So let's put it to a vote.
Let's do it.
All right,
I'm going to stop the chat. So the chat is voting for Steve Austin at 56%.
Okay, so since the chat voted for Steve Austin, who's voting for Macho Man? Raise your hand.
Oh, yes.
So it's a dead tie.
Yeah.
What?
To the flipper.
It is. Who's got a coin?
So this is the first one that's decided by coin, which is okay with me.
Does anyone have a coin, or should I go get one?
You know, I'm all
Wait,
right.
is it a tie? Because I see 56 Austin, Macho 44.
Well, their vote.
There's
their
three
vote
Macho
went to
Men.
Steve.
Yeah, it's only.
And us two are voting Stone Cold. So it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 and 3. Who's got a coin? Anyone got a coin?
I'll have to go get one. I can go get
I can
one.
PayPal you a coin.
I think
Do you have Venmo? Do you need Venmo? Oh, okay.
I picked up my Pokemon coin here. So we
Are
Are you
got
telling? Wait a minute. Are you telling
We got
me that the fate
Charizard,
of the Macho Man Randy Savage is left up
Charizard
to
on this side, and we
Pokemon
got
card?
the Pokemon coin on this side. So Shogun, you picked Steve Austin, right?
I would give it. Let Pop pick. He's a guest of the show. Let
Okay.
Pop.
Pac,
Yes.
So Pac, the Charizard is heads. Okay.
I'll be Austin. Okay.
All right. So you want heads to be heads or tails?
Heads.
I'm gonna flip it now. All right. Let's see. It's heads.
All right. The most even match that we've had so far, which is insane.
You know what?
That was-
Macho
that
Man
was
would
the-
accept that. He would accept that. It's good.
Foiled
It's best
by
for
a
business.
Pokemon.
I mean, the fact that it was 50-50 and he's going against Stone Cold, the biggest dude ever, pretty much, is wild. So
Yeah.
that's crazy. Well, Stone Cold moves on from a coin flip.
Put me
That's
down
the
to a
first coin flip we
toss.
did. That's crazy.
Oh, Dynamite Kid. Hell, that was a match.
All right. Mil Mascaras versus The Undertaker.
All right.
Undertaker.
Just in
Adios,
the
Mil.
chat.
Adios.
So, in the chat, make sure to click 1 for Mil Mascaras, 2 for Undertaker. Yeah, this is gonna be an easy one, to be honest with you. As much as Mil Mascaras is like the superhero and the Supreme of Mexico, I just feel like, me growing up in the U.S. has been obviously Undertaker. We've seen the most. I don't even know how long you want to do this one, to be honest with you.
I feel like this one's gonna be put up the chat right away because everyone's Undertaker.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got.
chat. That's all
I see all 2s right now, so
But I'm surprised. Listen, I'm surprised.
Roman did lose. Yes,
I'm surprised Mil Mascaras made it out of the preliminaries. I'm surprised he beat Roman Reigns because I didn't know if people would know who he is.
Hey, Bill did his job. Bill was supposed to beat Roman Reigns, and he took care of business.
Oh, Billy Boys, dude, he is way bigger than Ray.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, he's
way bigger.
Yeah, he's the reason Ray did what. Yeah, I mean,
He's the reason why
he led
Ray's
to
uncle is probably in the business.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
Is
so
he gaining
we're just
taller
gonna
than
save
Rey
some time
Mysterio?
on this one. We're gonna save some time. So put in your chat on vote chat because I'm about to call it in like 20 seconds.
He's the Bearded Sumo voted for Mil Mascaras. He's like, I had to. I respect that, dude.
Yeah,
Again, Mil
there you go.
Mascaras is a legend, and we will do a separate show just for Lucha Wrestling because I feel like they deserve a separate show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, and Mil Mascaras might be the winner of that one.
I mean, it may
I
not
could
be
see that
tournament
being
style.
the
It may
case.
be something just different. He's talking
Yeah.
about the greatest Lucha Libre wrestlers of all time, especially with Lucha Underground. Dude, I loved Lucha Underground when it was
Oh,
around
that was
back
so
in the
good.
day. It was such a good show, the way they filmed it, and I mean, shit. I have two. I have the Lucha Underground and the Gift of the Gods belts, replica belts, with me in my house just because I love that show so much. And the fact that they're announced that they're coming back, it's exciting to me. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, to answer Billy Boy's question, because I see that he's never killed a man. Rey Mysterio didn't kill that dude. He landed bad on the bottom rope. So when he did a drop kick on the guy's back, he landed on the bottom rope, and the way his neck hit it, he broke his neck. So it wasn't like he pushed himself forward. He didn't like Rey Mysterio didn't actually push him. He just did like a little tap kick. The guy felt wrong, and he like landed on his neck on the rope, on the bottom rope, and that's how the guy died.
Unfortunately. Accidents do happen in wrestling. And again, people say it's fake and all that, but trust me, it hurts when you take a bump in that mat. I've taken
Sasha Banks got blamed for injuring Paige.
Yeah.
And it was just that was just wrestling.
But all right, we got to keep moving. I'm going
to stop the poll.
Yep. All right, it's pretty unanimous as I thought.
91% Undertaker from the chat.
Okay. Who's voting Undertaker? Raise your hand. Stu just want to be different, Stu.
Hey, I got it. You know what? I was thinking about having Mexican food tonight for dinner. So
all right,
you still should.
I still need to eat dinner, guys. So let's roll this thing forward.
This is the diet plan, Lou.
Rematch.
How you go on a diet?
That's right. I don't need a diet.
Rematch.
Oh my God. Really?
Oh man. Damn.
Oh Jesus.
All right. One for CM Punk and 2 for John Cena.
Oh, this
voice of the
my vote is going for John Cena, and I'll be right back.
This hurts.
This hurts because I like CM Punk better than John Cena, but John Cena is more important than CM Punk is. I'll be for real.
Yeah, well, Cena was the turning point for the out of the Attitude Era into the Ruthless Aggression era, into the PG era. So yeah, I'm.
And this one's weird because I'm just gonna put it out there in terms of mic, wrestling, and even theme song. CM Punk is better than John Cena in all those aspects, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
did AJ Lee get with Cena?
No,
storyline wise.
Storyline wise, though, right?
Yeah.
I think she met out with him once, in the storyline.
And CM Punk also had the ability to go from face to heel constantly. John Cena didn't really have that. He was a heel a little bit in Thugonomics, but he was a face like 90% of his career, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, that was forced. That like the last part of that heel.
Yeah, the last part was like, it was forced, and it was like the whole
like a gift
thing. I was like, it was working out.
No, I do not. No, I will not vote for CM Punk.
But no, unfortunately, I don't think John Cena has been with Lita, Stu. So no,
not yet.
Not yet.
All right.
What do you think, Avi? Because you haven't made a comment about this one yet.
I love CM Punk. I think he's a great wrestler, but I also like John Cena. I think John Cena has done more for the wrestling business than CM Punk, in my opinion. He was a bigger name. He was a bigger name. He's a bigger draw. When you ask people who don't follow wrestling about wrestling, they'll know who John Cena is versus CM Punk.
I agree with you there. And the same thing like a Hulk Hogan.
Just
he
like
falls
a Hulk
into that category.
CM Punk also had, Cena's obviously the bigger star, but Punk had a lot of influence. If it wasn't for his success, Triple H wouldn't have invested in NXT with all these Ring of Honor guys. You had Kevin Steen, you had Sami Zayn come through, you had all these other guys they brought in, which eventually became the future of WWE.
Right.
Daniel Bryan also,
Finn Balor, Seth Rollins. Yep. And the other thing is, I think, John has kind of stepped away. Now, over the years, has he helped and developed? Sure, a little bit. But I think from a helping and developing standpoint of developing the future stars, I think CM Punk gets the nod there. He's been very adamant about trying to help and develop the younger stars. So,
I think Cena's changed. He realized that some of his past mistakes, and he came back, and I think he was putting people over, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Him taking the L with the chokehold, but also smiling was kind of a shitty way to take the L. But again, that was probably his last match, right? So he wanted to have fun with it, and I get that. I respect that.
No, which one is that? Cena?
Yeah, Cena. That was Cena.
Okay. Yeah.
Last match. Yeah, last match.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My vote goes for Cena on this one. To be honest with you, for me, it's because he's done more for the business than CM Punk has.
I'm trying to think because like I honestly feel like John Cena has had better rivalries than CM Punk has.
Yes, he's had more, certainly.
But to be fair, he was also
Edge,
thrust in the
Jericho.
main event longer than
Yeah,
CM Punk.
true.
That's
a
true
lot
too.
longer. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but then here's the thing: like I give it to CM Punk too because CM Punk has had better wrestling matches than John Cena. Like his stuff is just way more technical. It's just like there was a point where John Cena would only like do like haymakers and then the
But-
5 moves of doom.
I honestly though I feel like CM Punk Steve Austin was the exact same way. They
Right.
found Steve Austin's a great wrestler. He's a good technical wrestler, but he didn't do that as Stone Cold.
The
he
Luthez press, he did.
Yeah,
That,
he
that.
did the Luthez, and once in a while you'll see a pile driver here or there, but he was more punches and kicks after a while. That was just his style, his character.
Yeah, the style,
And
top of mud hole.
Cena could wrestle because I watched him wrestle as a
No, he is.
prototype.
Yeah, for sure.
He was a
It was-
great wrestler.
Right. Cena was playing the same way that Stone Cold did, to play the greatest hits for the biggest crowd. That's what it
That's
was.
what all
It's
the
not that
top
they
guys-
couldn't. Exactly. It's not that they couldn't do anything else. It's that was what people paid to see. So they would do that. And, Stone Cold did it. Cena's done it. All of them have done it to a fair degree. Even CM Punk does it to a degree. He's got his moves set. I mean, it's a weak complaint when you start in with the 5 moves of doom, in my opinion.
There it is. Pretty soon, Stone Cold fell into the Hogan, Cena, Austin 5 moves of doom. I mean, but that's what I'm saying, because that's what got the crowd reaction, those 5 moves, right? So
Like, you also don't want your main guy to be injured, so I get it. Like
That
you,
too.
you want to keep it as simple as possible.
Right. And if and that's the thing with it with talking about, some wrestlers play it safe. Randy Orton was another one that was notorious for not doing crazy bumps. He kept it pretty standard as far as the way he wrestled, his wrestling style. A lot of Randy doesn't, of course I know Randy's not part of this, but he uses a lot of rest moves, rest holds, and over the years didn't get half the shit storm that Cena got for his 5 moves of doom. So
Are we voting?
yeah,
let's vote. Let's vote.
Well-
So, again, 1 for CM Punk, 2 for John Cena. Right now, John Cena is leading at 60%.
All right. So let me just call it. Who is voting for Cena? Cena.
I hate to say it, but yeah.
And the
I'm
chat is
swerving.
also.
I'm swerving. I'm voting for CM Punk.
But it looks like John Cena is moving forward.
All right, Cena moves forward.
Let me
All
get
right,
the next one.
semifinal.
Oh, shit.
The
Dang.
rematch.
All right, just give me a second before you guys start typing your 1s and 2s. Austin.
Do these
Okay.
guys ever fight?
No, never.
No, I don't think so.
Would have been great to
All
see.
right. 1 for Bret Hart, 2 for Steve Austin.
You put S in front of Hitman, and that's exactly what I think of.
This is, again, as you all know, this has happened a few times, and the storyline was there. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I was always in camp Bret Hart in this case. So my vote goes for Bret Hart out of these guys. So
Mine
cool,
too.
amazing, great wrestler, great character. But I still think Bret Hart was the better wrestler. I'm a big fan of technical wrestling too, but Steve Austin again was a better character, I should say.
Yeah, better, probably a better overall personality character. Yeah, but I got to stick with Bret Hart on this one too. I think overall, Bret. gets
Yeah,
the
it's
vote.
just a tough one because both of these guys inspired a generation to go into wrestling.
Mhm. True.
One, whether it's a style of wrestling, and then the other one is it just like the attitude, the promos and all that. They both have done such a major part in making the product what it is today.
I agree 100%. And then when I'm voting here, my vote is really just WWE. If I consider WCW, I would go for Stone Cold. Honestly speaking, in reality, like Bret Hart during the '90s, early '90s, I should say, was like he was awesome in the ring. He was awesome. I mean, his mic skills needed some work, and that's for damn sure. But I mean, that's why you had a whole crowd. He wasn't terrible. I don't think he was terrible on the mic, but he could have been. He was no Stone Cold, and he lacked in personality, just like Lance Storm did. So.
Well, I think he had decent mic, like good mic work towards the tail end of his WWF career because he always had to switch it up from face to heel when they're in Canada and then when they're US.
Yes,
like when he was
he could.
Like, you ever notice?
Regardless of him being a face or a heel in Canada, Canada is like the upside down world, dude. They will go against. they will like every match in Canada, any major pay-per-view. They will always go backwards. It's great. I love it because it's also because of Bret Hart, though. Because after that screw job happened, there's a whole documentary about the Canadian crowd. Because
they did that for Edge when Edge fought Cena, I think, in Canada. They were going for Edge, but Edge still buried the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I will say this though, the problem with Stone Cold is it's hard to gauge like his best matches. Like his best match, in my opinion, is with this guy.
Exactly.
Bret Hart. And Bret Hart is like,
Yeah.
I think of like some of the most epic matches, like just in-ring matches, and I have to give it up to him because he's like the match he had with Owen, British Bulldog, Shawn Michaels, even matches that like a lot of people don't revere, like matches he's had with Mankind, Yokozuna, like all those are memorable to me, man. Like to me, Stone Cold, like what's memorable about Stone Cold is the promos and the written storylines.
right.
That, and all that goes into helping make him like what he is today. But Bret Hart by himself, when rubber meets the road and you're in the ring, those matches are way better than Stone Cold's.
Yes.
I guess it's about a matter of preference because when I think Austin's best matches, he had The Rock, WrestleMania 7.
Oh, the Rock ones, yeah.
He had his matches with Kurt Angle when it flipped where Kurt Angle was the face and he was the heel.
Yeah.
He had his 3 stages of hell with Triple H at No Way Out. I don't know. I think Austin has better moments, but also moments in the ring that matter. That
Stone
count
Cold
more
has
than Bret.
many better moments than Bret Hart. But Bret Hart, I think, just in my opinion, has the better matches. But Stone Cold, like I said earlier,
he was a better wrestler. Out of both of them.
The milk, like the whole, like what did I say? The store, the grocery store, the bed, the bedpan, Mr. McMahon rivalry, like all that stuff. The beer truck. He is the most successful wrestler ever. Stone Cold.
Sonny, who are you voting for? She said Bret Hart.
Right there. Bret has made so many people look good. And that's
I was going to
true.
say the same thing. Bret knows how to make people. He understands the psychology of the wrestling, I feel like.
Just ask Kevin Nash. I mean, Kevin Nash talks about his days as Diesel and what Bret did for him to make him look larger than life. Because Diesel was a green guy at that point, and Bret helped him significantly to put him over.
Yeah.
And Bret's done that with so many other people.
See, here's the thing, though. I'm not saying that Stone Cold is the scrub. I'm just saying that Stone Cold in comparison to Bret Hart matches are not as good. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
like I'm not saying that Stone Cold matches are bad because that's not true. His matches were good.
I know it's an opinion, right? This is our own opinions, and the chat gets their own opinion. That's how it works. But I agree with what you're saying there. I think Bret Hart was a better wrestler. He had better matches. But it also goes down to what type of matches you guys like. And I mean, for me, Stone Cold was better character and better storyline, for sure.
Let me give something to help the Stone Cold argument, though. You remove Bret Hart, you remove Stone Cold, which makes the bigger hole in the wrestling. You think? I use that argument for what was that? The
Macho.
Macho Man, yeah.
For Macho.
Yeah.
Well, let's think about that because when Bret, when Bret came up, he came up during, like I said before, during the steroid era. Hulk Hogan was gone. Vince was, looking at massive suits. He was looking at criminal charges. He was looking at all kinds of things. Bret Hart was the guy that lifted them. That would pave the way for them to get.
Well,
to
there was no competition though. Bret Hart.
No, WCW was there. Hulk Hogan just went over to WCW.
I would say that Bret had a good cast around him.
Though.
It
Like
was,
during that
there
new
was,
generation, you had Diesel, Razor, you had
you
all
know,
these other guys that also kind of uplifted that same era with Brett, like Sean, you know.
but again,
Early
because
Sean.
of Brett, I mean, Diesel was green as could be. If it weren't for Brett, Diesel would have had great matches yet. Sean wasn't quite there. He wasn't
Undertaker,
green, but he
Mankind were
wasn't
there
quite
too.
there.
Where-
Undertaker was. Mankind didn't show up yet. Mankind didn't come until '95.
I would
He
say
wasn't quite
Brett's
there
main
yet.
event was WrestleMania 10 with Yokozuna, right? But what do people talk about? The Shawn versus Razor ladder match.
Right, of course.
So it's like
Yep.
Brett,
But keep in mind, you've got, as far as, then we got to dig a little bit deeper. Brett was the more clean living guy, and I say more, not 100% clean living, but more. Razor, Scott Hall was already known to have issues back then, so he was unreliable. Kind of, we don't know what's going to happen there with him. Sean the same way. Sean had his demons, so you've got to have someone that you can rely on night after night to be able to come out and put on the great match and keep things clean and keep themselves out of the spotlight in a negative way. Brett was your guy again. So that's where I stay. That's where I stand going, hey, that's why I vote Brett. And that's why I think he would be the bigger hole.
And here's the thing also to help Brett. I feel like this is getting more towards Brett, but I have to give it up to him. Like every major wrestler, even that had the top spot around his era, they would say that they want to work with Bret Hart. Like they want to be.
they wanted to make money.
They wanted to make money, yeah. But also, it's like he was mega safe, like in comparison to other wrestlers. Like he did not injure anybody. He has never injured a wrestler, which is crazy. That's a crazy claim to make when he's been wrestling for a long time. Because people forget, like Bret Hart wrestled against Andre as well. He's been there for a while.
Yeah,
I ask
WrestleMania
the-
2,
like,
him and then Neidhart.
Can I ask the panel, does like success with crowd and money factor into your decision? The reason why I ask is because when Brett was the top guy was arguably their most down period of their company.
Agreed. Yeah, you're right.
I think it does.
That's
It
a
does
good point.
factor. That's why I keep saying like there's never going to be a bigger draw or wrestler in terms of popularity than Stone Cold.
But Bret Hart had the goon. They had a lot more gimmick wrestling going on with Bret
At this
Hart's
point,
era,
like
too.
when it gets to this point of the bracket, bro, it's literally like when it comes to the panel, is which wrestler do you like the most?
That's what
All
it is.
of
Yeah,
them are
that's
great.
exactly what it is. Yeah, because
That's what it is.
we keep talking about Brett's technical skills, which I agree. He is the best.
Yeah.
There's the best. But I think Austin's wrestling matches get a little undervalued in this discussion. But that's maybe because we have him against Brett. But I think Austin has those matches that are up to the same caliber as Brett, in my opinion.
Okay. All right, so we
That's
spent
fair.
enough time on
Sorry,
this
vote.
one. Avi, can you stop the chat vote?
I will stop it. Bret Hart is at 70%.
All right, who's voting for Stone Cold Steve Austin?
What?
All right, 1, 2, 3, and then it's 3 for Bret Hart.
Wow. So Pokemon it is.
Another coin flip.
All right,
Wait,
who
so
wants to choose? So head will be Charizard.
Give it a Stu.
Tails.
Stu's the other
All right,
guy.
Stu. Who'd you vote for?
I voted for Steve Austin, so we'll go Steve
I-
Austin as Tails.
Tails. I'm gonna let it drop. I'm gonna look at it. It's heads. Charizard face up.
All right, so Bret
Sorry,
Hart. Right?
Austin fans. Sorry, I failed you.
Hey, listen, it was 50.
I'm not mad at it. Brett's also.
But I was for Bret Hart the whole time. I screwed you, Brett. I screwed you, Brett. We're still cold.
Brett
Sorry.
was
It's so cold.
It's the reverse Montreal screw job.
Listen,
Unbelievable.
I can't believe it either that Stone Cold's
Yeah.
out, but
I know.
it is.
I-
What it is.
Let's just
Bret
screw
Hart-
job.
Bret Hart.
That
bought
is a
Mr.
little crazy.
Bret Hart bought Mr. Burns' house. I can't be mad at that. He's on the same.
Excellent.
All right, Taker versus John Cena.
All right, just give me 1 second before I bring this up.
Oof. Oof.
Copy, paste. All right,
Rest.
Undertaker. Undertaker will be 1, and John Cena will be 2. Do not vote until you see it on the screen. And you can
Nah.
vote now. Again, I fluffed John Cena enough in the last one, so I'm going back to Undertaker. I think Undertaker is definitely the choice, the winner here between these two guys. Again, both legends, both have done tremendous things. Just Undertaker resonates with me more.
You can relate to him more.
Yeah, I can. I'm dark.
Yeah.
We all went through the hot topic phase.
Well, Undertaker, listen, Undertaker was around for all three of the pillars: Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan, Rock,
Yep.
Stone Cold, John Cena. He was around for all of them, and he was still remained the top guy.
Yep.
What was it?
Early
Survivor
years.
Series 92? 90?
90.
Or
90.
1990 Survivor Series.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, he debuted as Kane, the Undertaker, by the way.
Oh, that's right.
Did he
Yeah,
really?
that's true.
Yep, they removed the name Kane later, but initially he debuted as Kane, the Undertaker.
That Roddy Piper, when he was like doing the announcing or whatever, the color commentary, when he was just, look at the size of this guy.
Yeah.
You know, I think like
And
about
they-
his earlier years, me and my brother used to mimic his punches, but he punched like this, and like he hit me like in the neck. And that thing looked
Yes.
sick. Yeah.
And the old school, when he would do that, before it was called old school, when he did that top rope thing.
The old school, yeah, where you would walk on the ropes. That was phenomenal. Sorry, I had to check into my flight for tomorrow, so I did that. I'm done. I'm back to paying attention. All right.
You're not flying Spirit Airlines, are you, Abby?
I'm not. I'm flying United, and I'll be in Pox area tomorrow night.
Sweet.
Nice. Guess
I
we should go
challenge
have
you to
dinner.
a match, brother.
You want to have a match? Let's do it.
We got Stupak here today. I just realized that.
Stupak.
Oh shit!
I consider
tag team.
Undertaker.
California.
I consider Undertaker.
Yes, we are, Mr. Wonderful.
like the ultimate. Undertaker is like the ultimate pro wrestler, in my opinion. Like
Oh yeah, 100%.
he is the ultimate pro wrestler. Like he was super serious about his gimmick. He was around long enough to like know that, not to like just be out of character and like lose his mystique. And it's just the fact, like I said it earlier, like he stayed relevant despite every other type of star showing up. He was there and he always was top. He was a top player every time. Now he was so good that he didn't even need the title belt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
He
how you
didn't
know
need
you're
it, yeah.
over. He didn't need the title belt to be over.
Right,
His
he
matches with
transcended the
Jake the
title.
Snake, some of that stuff was amazing. When he fought Jake the Snake Roberts, he had some of those matches where, like, again, the big guys, the whole story with his brother Kane,
Yeah.
the Paul
Hell-
Bearer stuff, the
Hell in a
Mankind.
Cell.
Oh my God! I mean, that's
Hell in a Cell with Mankind, right?
Oh yeah, those moments, man. He over here crucifying Stone Cold.
Stephanie McMahon's, kidnapped her and her. Strung
I
out.
don't remember who he did it to, but there was one that he like went to like a funeral home and he was about to stab somebody through like. I was like, holy shit!
that wasn't with that. What's the girl? What's the name?
Katie Vick.
The,
No, that was Kane. Katie Vick.
No, Katie Vick was
He's gonna
that was
stab
Kate.
Katie Vick.
I mean, just a lot of moments. I mean, like Undertaker burying Paul Bearer like in cement or something like that.
Oh yeah.
That was after the Dudleys, right? They wrestled the Dudley Boys.
Yeah.
Right? Or he wrestled the Dudley Boys, I should say.
Remember the guy, the Executioner? Like it was like in that
Yes.
match with there was the action figure set. There was the Executioner some famous wrestler, or or later on became a big wrestler.
No, he was a wrestler. I forgot
He
his
was a
name.
wrestler.
But like just like
He
like
was a wrestler though. He was a well-known wrestler, but not like super well-known. He was like a mid-carder.
Oh, it was Terry Gordy. From
Yeah,
the-
it was Terry Gordy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was from the Fabulous Freebird, but he had such problems at that time they couldn't do anything with him. That's right. That's what it was. It was Terry Gordy. Yeah. Shit. Sorry about that.
Tully Gordy, Mr. Wonderful.
But yeah,
Terry,
dude,
not
like, and
Tony.
then Undertaker like he had the Infernal match with Kane. Like he had some innovation matches as well. Like he had the Hell in a Cell.
He was the first ever Hell in a Cell. First ever, wasn't he?
Yeah, first ever with Shawn
Yeah.
Michaels.
It was invented
First
for
ever
him.
Hell in a Cell, the coffin match, the what was it, the
Buried
graveyard
Alive
match?
match.
Buried, yeah,
That
the Buried Alive
that
match.
AJ Styles match that they fought.
Boiler Room Brawl.
Cinematic type
But that was more for
wrestling match.
Mankind, I think.
I know, but that was him in the match.
Yeah,
though,
that
right?
was
So-
that was him. I will
Alright.
also say this is like he also had pay-per-views named after him. like Undertaker in Your House, or what was it? Undertaker in Your House? It was like a Buried Alive themed pay-per-view, something like that. He had pay-per-views named after him. I'm pretty
I think
sure.
the Buried Alive probably was the name of the pay per view if you're talking about it.
Well, Shawn Michaels, there it is, Mr. Wonderful.
I mean,
match
Taker
was
versus
phenomenal.
HBK was big. That was a huge, especially with the retirement, right? You had
Yeah.
they wrestled 2 years in a row.
Look what he
I
did for
remember-
Maven too. The willingness to do that with
Yeah.
Maven.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
he went
with
heel
Maven,
for the
yeah.
first time, like he turned on JR. He's like, "Were you about to kiss his ass?" And he's like, "Hell no." And Taker goes to Jim Ross. He's like, "You think you're better than me?" And then he just went heel mode, cut his hair. It was crazy.
Yeah, the name of the pay-per-view was In Your House 14: Revenge of the Taker in
Revenge of the
1997.
Revenge of the Taker.
Yeah.
Damn, 1997.
I was like, I know I'm not tripping. There was a pay-per-view named after Undertaker. But
So I'm curious about the votes here right now, to be honest with you, because
It's unanimous.
we have a whole new bracket next.
Yeah, come on, guys. We gotta wrap this up.
all right,
Undertaker
you know what?
versus Cena.
Let's just call it here. Let's just call it here because everything was said. We gave Cena his flowers a lot.
Yeah.
Bye, John.
All right, so
We
who
can
is
see
voting
you.
for Undertaker? Raise your hand.
The chat is unanimous as well for the Undertaker.
That's
so
the first unanimous vote today.
Yeah.
It's Undertaker. All right, Undertaker
stop
moves
the
on.
poll. Let's get rid of that one. All right, so the next matchup.
The finals of this side of the bracket.
Damn, we've had this match before too.
Holy shit.
I gotta go with Bret Hart just because pure wrestling and all that stuff like that. Undertaker became more of just a spectacle that he
Yep.
didn't need to wrestle. He could just
Yep.
show up.
Right.
Bret Hart was just an amazing in terms of if I'm putting on the final show,
Right.
Taker's I can't have him. I gotta have Bret Hart being my main event.
All right, so one for Bret Hart and two for Undertaker in the chat, guys.
See, I'm gonna go with Undertaker for the same exact reason I said last time he was up. The dude is a pillar. Like this dude has been relevant each era. Every era he was relevant, top dog, and in every era he had a great match. Every era. Bret Hart, unfortunately, like he got screwed.
Baby.
He got screwed and went to WCW, and then like
He's
he had
right.
a couple good matches there, but
He's right.
he did not live nowhere near up to the potential that he could have been. And he already had a high potential. Like he already made it, but he could have went even further beyond, in my opinion, with how many matches he could have had.
Was there ever a badass Bret Hart thing though? We had Mean Mark Calloway.
No, Bret the Hitman Hart was Bret Hart. Always Bret the Hitman Hart. It was
He was always
he
Bret
the
Hart.
best
he-
there
the best there
was.
is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
I mean, he had different characters.
He had
as Bret
he had
Hart.
he wasn't the Hitman when he wrestled Andre.
Where was he? On WWE or WWF?
Yeah, that's when they were.
He was-
He was just part of the Hart Foundation then. Like,
But-
that was
but
his
he-
early-
but he was still
Yeah.
Bret Hart though. Like that was his character. The
Yeah, I think he just had
nicknames
his name
came
the
on.
whole time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the nicknames came on regardless. But before
Mark
Undertaker,
Callis.
it was Mean Mark Callis. Yeah.
Mark Callis.
Um,
Undertaker thought he was gonna be that turkey.
Oh, he's Big Red too. Remember, he was Big Red or something like that.
Yeah, he was Big Red when he came as the American Badass, kind of. That was like his pre-badass thing. Big Red.
Mhm.
Yeah. Dude, it's honestly, I agree with Shogun here that Undertaker has been relevant in every era of wrestling.
Undertaker was the locker room leader with Bret Hart, and he stayed the locker room leader when Bret Hart left for years, decades.
Mhm.
Argentino.
And it's also just a matter of like, which do you prefer? Do you prefer this like technical wrestling, or like just Bret Hart style wrestling, or do you prefer like this showy supernatural storylines, Undertaker, WrestleManias, stuff like that?
I loved Bret Hart's wrestling. It was just so damn smooth.
Bret
So-
Hart. Wait, hold up. Bret Hart was in The Simpsons.
Bret
He
Hart
was in
was
The
in The
Simpsons.
Simpsons. Yes,
And he was also in a Lonesome Dove too.
That's right.
Now, Undertaker had more devastating finishers, though. He had the Tombstone Pile Driver, the choke slam from hell, and then also that as the American Badass thing, whatever that was called.
Yeah,
that.
The last ride.
The last ride. Those were
Mm-hmm.
some pretty heavy duty finishers.
And both, I say, I would go out of my way and say Undertaker has had more moments, obviously, than Bret Hart because of his longevity.
Right,
agree with
right.
that.
And yeah, and again,
I agree with that.
Well,
But
according
again,
to Avi,
Bret-
Canada's backwards, so you got to vote for Undertaker then if you're voting for your
Well,
team.
I look at it. The thing is, Bret Hart was a WWE champion. He was also a WCW champion.
Oh, that's right, the Hell's Gate too, right?
But yeah, he did do the submission Hell's Gate. That's right.
Mhm.
My vote
Alright.
is actually going to go with Bret Hart.
I'm gonna go Undertaker.
We're gonna wrap this.
Let's do it. Let's wrap it up.
All right.
The chat is at 60% Bret Hart right now.
All right. Who is voting Undertaker? Raise your hand.
All right.
It hurts, but
So Bret Hart advances.
All right. Bret Hart made it to the finals of the bracket.
Finals of the left side of the
On the left side of the bracket.
That's left.
All right. This is the
all right. I'll
first
see you guys next week.
We're on the other side. This
Oh,
one's gonna
man.
go
All right,
a lot
guys.
faster, I promise.
We got to make this one go a lot faster.
Okay.
So
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
when you see it on the screen, that's when you vote. So Sting will be number 1. Brock Lesnar will be number 2.
Why did Brock's picture get so small?
Shogun.
Because it had to be so wide.
Because he's so small compared to Sting.
He's a
And I'm
little
going to
guy.
say it. I'm going to say that because Sting was my favorite wrestler as a child, and I watched his last match live.
Listen, I don't care how much of a genetic freak Brock Lesnar is. There's no way he is beating Sting. This is supposed to be one-sided.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
Only one of these guys ended the streak.
That's
Yep.
true.
That is true. But
All right, real
if
quick,
Sting-
I got to
if-
step away. My parents are calling me, and if they're calling me, there could be something.
All right, bro.
Yeah,
Um,
All right.
But I'm down for Sting. Put me down for
All right,
Sting.
Sting. Okay.
All right.
Sting.
Right back.
All right. Argentina is also saying Sting wins. Hit those ones in the chat, guys. Ones in the chat.
My thing with Brock is I looked at his schedule. Somebody posted he was only really full time for 2 years.
Yeah.
and it was his first initial run, and then after that he kind of just became an attraction, kind of like Andre, for the last 10 years. Because to me he legitimized matches to me, but. Yeah, I can't go against Sting, but I like Brock. Sting's though. I wish Sting would have done his surfer gimmick one more time though.
Yeah.
I know. I agree with that. Yeah.
Or the
The
Blade
beard-
Runner. The Blade Runner run with the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh,
back
yeah.
in the day.
Bearded Sumo. I agree with you. It should have been Sting. I agree. Sting should have been the one to knock out the
Yeah, that
Undertaker's
would've been-
WrestleMania career. Oh my God, that would have been amazing.
All right, you know
I
what?
agree.
Abby, stop the vote because this is unanimous. Let's just keep going.
It is. Stop.
I'm voting for
All
Brock
right.
Lesnar.
Whatever, dude.
All right. Who's voting for Brock Lesnar? Put your hands up. We got one. Okay, good. All right. Well, everyone else voted for Sting. The chat was with Sting too. So
All right,
Sting
Sting is
advances. Goodbye, Brock.
I'm afraid of Brock Lesnar if he ever found out. I didn't know. For him.
He's gonna come to your house too.
Oh, that picture came out small too. Oh well.
Ravishing
Rick.
Rude.
Rude.
Well, that's an actual shot, though. Ray is that small.
Yeah.
It's a 1-to-1 scale.
On the one scale.
All right. Rick Rude number 1, Rey Mysterio number 2. Put it in the chat, guys. Who do you think is the better wrestler? Or I guess greatest of all time, I should say.
No.
This is an interesting.
I never
one,
knew
too.
Rick Rude. I never knew Rick Rude was that jacked, dude. I forgot.
Dude, he
Rick
was
Rude is
jacked as shit, dude.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
He was so jacked. It was crazy.
Rick Rude had
Well, I like the
more
hair.
shredded than the Ultimate Warrior, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Hubba.
Do you remember his match with the Warrior? He had his trunks. He pulled down his
Yeah.
pants. There was Warrior's face on there.
No, the best was Jacob Roberts when he had the picture of Jake Roberts' wife on his ass.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that?
That was dirty.
That was crazy. And he,
That was
what I'd like
hilarious.
to have right now is all you fat, out of shape losers. Be quiet so your ladies can get a taste of what a real man looks like.
Dude, Rick Rude had bangers with Mr. Perfect, man.
Yeah.
Minnesota,
Bangers.
Robbinsdale, Minnesota. Ravishing Rick Rude. I mean, and he also he was a champion in WCW, right? I think
he won the belt
Yeah.
in WCW.
Yeah,
Not WWE. He won in WCW.
Yeah. Well, and he Intercontinental Champion in the WWF. He also was on both Raw and Nitro on the same night.
Yeah.
Dude, that look is such an iconic, like 80s, like mullet and stash. Like he looks like a pitcher.
Yeah.
Like the man.
Dude,
And I love Rick Rude, but
man.
Rey Mysterio is just. I mean, he just some of those matches when he was like Daredevil mask, all those.
I gotta get a
stuff.
refill. I'll be right back. But
Alright.
my vote is going for Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
think
yeah,
about
dude.
Remember the giant action figure for the WCW that came with a little Rey Mysterio, it like had a little rubberneck thing,
Yeah.
and just to think about that, how they treated Rey Mysterio back then, and how he's still relevant in essence. Again, his kid is doing the Dirty Dom stuff, but Rey Mysterio was able to wrestle. Heck, he beat Brock Lesnar, right? And was that a WrestleMania? No, what did it?
No, Ray, I don't think it was Eddie that beat Brock. It wasn't Ray.
That's what it was.
Ray beat
well,
Kurt Angle and Randy Orton.
Yeah.
that's what it was. Okay. Now Ray, though, that match with Eddie, those were some phenomenal matches.
Oh, listen, I'm gonna say it for Avi.
Yeah.
But when he comes back here, he's gonna probably talk about like all the matches Rey Mysterio had with Psychosis, and dude, like just the rivalry with Psychosis. Like he's wrestled Psychosis since he was like 13, 14, and they still wrestled in ECW and WCW, and those wrestling matches were amazing.
Well, and they did
Talk
him
about,
dirty
like,
by
the
taking his
chemistry.
mask off. Remember they took his mask off like by
Oh yeah,
WCW, that crap. But he didn't pull no crap. He went out there and had these awesome matches still
It is
with
impressive.
Billy
that he
Kidman,
took-
right?
Yeah. He took his mask off, but when he came to WWE, he put it back on. Like, it's kind of impressive how he was able to. It kind of gets ignored now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't try to, like, when they bring up Ray's face and all that. Like,
It's weird, right? When you see some of those videos, like those clips from that time, you're almost like, who's this guy looking like Ray? Oh, wait, that is Rey Mysterio.
it's Ray.
dude, and
But
not to
who's this
mention,
guy?
Ray is still a beast today. He's still doing all that stuff. Obviously, like he's not doing freaking 450 splashes and stuff or anything like that anymore. But this dude is still jumping off the top rope to the freaking ground and everything. He
How
is
about when the
still a
giant put him on the stretcher thing and smacked him against the
Oh, yeah.
the side of the ring? That was amazing, and that's a wrestler who's willing to put his body out there, and because again respects the industry and knows that it's how to work a match correctly, and even like I mean what was it, the 316, not the 316, the
619.
619.
619. Sorry, wrong area code. That
And like-
would be so Cold Steve Austin doing it.
And like Poe Figures, has said like that Ray and Eddie match. I'm thinking that he's talking about the one from Halloween Havoc because that match was amazing. A lot of his matches were amazing, but the one that stands out is the Halloween Havoc one for me.
All right.
You obviously haven't seen Rey Mysterio, sir.
I know he has not. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Did you guys have your rundown?
Yeah, we
did.
The
We
chat
ran.
right now. The chat right now is at 82% with Rey Mysterio.
I think we'll be able to progress without Lou because I think everyone's gonna vote Ray.
I think so.
Yeah,
As much as
as
I
much
love
as
Rick
I,
Rude.
I love Rick Rude, but Rey Mysterio is a better in terms of the industry.
All right, so raise your hand for Rey Mysterio.
And the chat is also
Rick.
Rey Mysterio. That's unanimous.
All right, so let's move on.
Rick
moves on to
Rude
the-
would kick our ass immediately.
Yeah.
He would.
He was he was kind of a rough guy.
All right,
Ooh, this one.
Oh,
All right. So 1 in the chat for AJ Styles, 2 in the chat for Bryan Danielson.
The Bullet Club.
They're
Bullet
both so
Club.
sweet.
That's Daniel Bryan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
these
again,
are
both
great.
wrestlers are awesome. I watched both of them in Ring of Honor. Amazing wrestlers. AJ Styles, at the earlier years, I would say made a bigger impact to me. Brian Danielson, obviously when he made it to WWE, he's became more well known, but he was the American Dragon in the Indies. I guess now today too. I mean, they're both great wrestlers. Brian Danielson had the better storyline when it came to the top WWE moment. The fact that his WrestleMania win was freaking crazy. It was crazy. Like the fact that he had 2 matches in one night, and you know he had to earn that spot, and the crowd was all into it. You as a fan were into it because you were rooting for it. You want the underdog to win, and he had that big underdog story, and it was awesome. It was awesome to see live and live on TV and watch it happen.
Go, Chuck. There you go. I love Daniel, man, but it's like AJ is just. I genuinely consider like AJ one of the best wrestlers ever.
I agree with you on that.
You know what it was like when AJ came to WWE, because he was painted with such like he was TNA like during its infancy and its like when it had its high period. So when he came to WWE, it was like almost like we got something that would have been close to what WCW was in their prime against WWE in the same show. Like him and Cena, him and Orton, him and Taker, yeah.
Well, you got to do it separately, one only. Then I don't think it takes the chat when you do.
Yeah, I'm a spring. You know, we haven't really talked about TNA. I'm gonna sprinkle some love on TNA. That X Division with Christopher Daniels, Petey Williams, freaking AJ, dude. Oh my God, the X Division matches. Those were amazing, bro.
Was it Sanjay Dutt? Was that the guy? Was that his
Sanjay Dutt? Yeah, Sanjay Dutt.
Shark Boy. Even pre Stone Cold Shark Boy, when he like went into a coma and he started talking like this. You know what I mean?
Jay Lethal was in TNA too, right? He was Ric Flair. Now Brian Danielson, he lost the match in WrestleMania like in 4 seconds, right?
He did against Sheamus.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, there you go from a match like that where he can like look like a bitch, and then to go on to become what he did, and like when him and Miz were fighting like on the that after show stuff, that was great. And to see what he's done even post WWE, but I think AJ is one of those things that he transcends, like what he did with TNA. Looked like a little boy when he first started, and became like this well respected dude that like he's the guy like for some of them like. Almost like kind of took over the Undertaker role for a little bit, with some of these wrestlers, like even the ladies that like just love AJ, like respect him so much.
I think the perfect way to say what AJ was to TNA is what Sting was to WCW.
Yeah. I agree with that. Okay.
Like AJ is by far like the man of TNA. Even when he was in the tag team, like when he was tag teaming with Christopher Daniels, that tag team was sick, dude. That tag team was amazing because Christopher Daniels is also a beast. I know this is AJ, but they complemented each other so well. And then the matches he had against Kurt Angle were awesome in TNA. They were great.
And AJ's a gamer too, so I love his times on up, down, down with
and we can't use also like them being outside of WWE because they're both kind of indie legends too. Like they're really, really big in the indies before WWE. The only thing I will give AJ over Daniel is the fact that AJ, he didn't create it, but he was part of the Bullet Club.
He was part of the Bullet Club. I agree.
And
he was their second leader.
He was their second leader, and one would say that there's debate, but one would say that AJ was probably one of the best leaders of the Bullet Club because his matches were bangers too in New Japan. If you guys
be too sweet.
I mean, honestly, one of the main reasons why I stopped watching TNA. Honestly, was because they grew people like AJ Styles and stuff like that. But then they started taking all the WWE rejects and putting them over their homegrown talent. Dirty. I was like, dude, you guys created some of the best people in wrestling today, and then you're putting all these WWE rejects over these guys. Why? Like, why are you doing that? Like stick with your homegrown talent. And I stopped watching TNA because of it, because I was like, you guys are screwing the people who brought you to as a competitor, who made you a competitor. You guys are going over them and just taking all these WWE guys who got fired or left.
Yeah, early TNA felt like an actual alternative to WWE when it first came out. 6-sided ring, X Division, like that's
Madison Rain,
different ring, the 8-side ring. It was so cool.
I agree.
All right, AJ.
All right, let's put it up to a vote. You can close the vote, Abby.
All right, I'm gonna close the vote for this. AJ Styles was 100%.
Damn.
Damn.
In the chat.
Okay. So who is voting for Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon?
I'm a meat eater, so no way.
All right, so everyone's voting
unanimous.
Unanimous. Yeah. All right, AJ moves on.
Phenomenal.
All right, Roddy Piper versus Randy Orton.
All right, 1 for Roddy Piper in the chat, 2 for Randy Orton. Again, dude, both people amazing on the mic. Good. I think Randy Orton's a better wrestler, personally speaking.
But Roddy's better on the mic.
Well, Roddy blows him away.
I think they're both good, but I guess Roddy probably is a lot better on the mic than Randy Orton. Randy Orton is a better wrestler, though, in my opinion.
Yeah.
To me, he's the best one from the OVW class. Longevity, he's able to prove that he can work with R-rated RKO, RK Bro. He can do tag. He can do the mid card. He can do the main event. You can pull him in and out. He's interchangeable.
I would agree with you, Pac, if it wasn't for the fact that Shelton Benjamin was in that class. Because Shelton Benjamin is
ain't no stopping me. Nah.
Yeah, man.
Piper versus Greg the Hammer Valentine, that dog collar match. When Piper, like it said, Piper's Pit was phenomenal with all that great stuff with what he did at WrestleMania with Morton Downey Jr. and even like some of the being that perfect foil for Hulk Hogan, where he refused even like behind the scenes to like he never like really Hogan beat him with like disqualification stuff like that. He didn't I don't think he let ever Hogan like pin him, right? I don't think he ever got pinned by him.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And so even like the old again, he might be more of the old school thing, but Randy Orton, first of all, that dude's jacked like a mother. Now he came back recently.
The RKO out of nowhere, like with Evan Bourne, when he was a heel, he was a good heel for a good few years, like to like Triple H to Randy Orton, but then like he slowly started to become so good at being a heel that fans started to like him. And then,
I agree with that. Again, I think Randy Orton is a better heel than a face, honestly speaking. And then on top of that, more recently, his match with Cody Rhodes,
he should have got over.
I honestly thought they were doing the switcheroo thing where Cody would turn heel and Randy would turn face. That's what I thought they were going against until after the match was over, where Randy Orton stole his belt and hit him afterwards or all that stuff. But that was just then nothing happened with that. Because on Monday Night Raw, Cody came back with the belt, and I was like, what was the point of stealing the belt then? Yeah. It was kind of stupid, to be honest with you. All that was a waste. And I don't know who created Night 1 and WrestleMania for WWE, but you're the one who needed to be cut. Reality.
Yeah.
Night 2 was so much better, in all aspects.
But here's the thing, though. All right, Roddy Piper. What matches do you guys really remember? Can you guys name as many matches that are memorable compared to Randy Orton?
One, and we talked about his moments earlier. We never mentioned Brett and Roddy, but that's my because Brett reversed.
I don't want to because I understand because I might have not I don't want to seem biased, but dude, Randy has so many matches that are memorable. The match that he had a match against John Cena for both the belts. I mean, he had a whole rivalry with John Cena. He has multiple matches with John Cena.
He's had multiple times. Yeah,
he had
Roddy Piper versus Bad News Brown when he painted. Just his ability to just kind of do stuff that was not at all politically correct at all, but just again, wrestling at that time was about
that match that he had with
provocateur.
that match that he had with Bret Hart was good. I'll give him that. That's true, Sif Bayer.
The Piper and Gold Dust street fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
with
with
OJ Simpson
OJ,
chase.
man. Yeah.
Now the
Yeah,
boxing
but
match
That was the original like
good.
cinematic style matchup too. That was the OG cinematic style matchup.
And he had some good matches, like again, like unseen stuff with like
Seth, what's up,
some
man?
Flair stuff back in the day. I mean, obviously WrestleMania 1, part of that big tag team with Mr. Hulk Hogan, Mr. T, with Randy's dad, Cowboy Bob Orton was his sidekick, and never forget his uncle too, Barry O, and just again, totally different styles of wrestling. Roddy
Mr. T.
Piper was a wrestler, like the old school, or wrestling, I guess we could say. And Randy Orton it's a different era.
Yeah, we mentioned longevity.
And longevity.
Earlier, but he just had like the Evolution era, the Legend Killer era, the Viper. It's like it's hard. I appreciate.
They're
Randy's
two different
more.
generations. They're two different generations, but Randy was also
And he
didn't
competed
him
in
and
3 of
Piper-
them.
Didn't him and Piper meet too at one point because he was
Yeah,
the
he had the
Legend
Legend
Killer.
Killer thing.
He was a
wrestled
Legend
like-
Killer. Yeah.
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 And that's another thing too, is like I'm sure that Roddy Piper inspired people like CM Punk and stuff like that to be like really good on the mic. But Randy Orton also inspired a lot of people too, like the new wrestlers, like the ones that are in NXT and stuff. They say like their favorite wrestler is Randy Orton, and they also go out and say like that like Randy Orton, like his finisher, it pushes and moves him up too, because the RKO is like kind of like the John Cena thing where everyone does the "you can't see me." People do the RKO and they don't even know where it's from. They just know that it's RKO.
Because it's out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, that WrestleMania. I wish it was at nighttime when they had that match, but that was
Curb stomp
amazing.
at the RKO.
The match that he had against Triple H when Triple H broke into his house and threw him out the window.
Oh yes, yeah. Yeah,
I think
that's
he was,
true.
he was originally
The old
supposed to end the streak, though. I think, right? He was like planned to ending, like I think WrestleMania
Yeah,
21. It was.
that was an amazing match against Undertaker. Yeah. Then he had, I mean, he took the title from Benoit when Benoit won it. He took the title from Benoit and became the youngest, the world champion ever.
I remember part of that was to spite Brock, because that was like
Yeah.
right after Brock left. They're like, he's not going to have that. Let's put it
Yeah.
to Randy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just
Randy-
proved he could do a lot. He could do tag team. He could do a factions, singles run. Yeah.
I think we're ready for a vote. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. All right. So just freeze the chat, Abby, if you can.
Yeah, let me stop the poll. Roddy Piper is up 67%.
That's surprising. Okay. So who in the panel
RKO.
voted for Roddy Piper? Okay.
I'm going Piper.
We done lost. Looks like Randy won. I mean, looks like
No,
Roddy
Piper
won.
won. Yeah, I was like, wait,
Rowdy
Got it
whoa.
backwards. I'm sorry, got it backwards. Got it backwards.
Rowdy Randy Piper, who won?
All right. Piper goes on.
Every time you think you got the answer, he changes the question.
All right. The bad guy.
This is a good matchup.
The next
Yeah.
matchup is 1 for Razor Ramon in the chat, 2 for The Rock.
So
Yo,
Roddy the
Chico
Piper
Rock.
won, huh?
Roddy the
Yep.
Piper.
Roddy the
Right.
Piper.
Roddy the
Lou.
Piper.
You weren't here, Lou.
He was getting food. Are you eating right now?
Well, I did grab a little something, yes. But I said,
A Slim Jim? Yeah.
yeah. Snap into a Slim
Snap
Jim.
into
Ooh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, Brett did beat Austin. It was a coin flip. The panel was even and the chat was even.
Wait a minute, Brett. Oh no, I was here for Brett beating Austin.
No, I'm talking to someone in chat. Someone in chat
okay.
was like,
Gotcha.
Brett beat Austin? Question mark.
Gotcha. Yeah. Brett beat Austin. So, again, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, right? If it weren't for his demons, the man would have and should have been a world champion.
He should have been a world
Should have.
champion. He should
Diamond
have.
Stud. Do you remember him as the Diamond
Yes.
Stud, AWA
Yes.
or WCW? Was it?
Yep.
Yeah, you went WCW, right?
WCW.
That was
is
Diamond Dallas
Stud.
Patrick was his manager, right?
You're right, exactly. And then AWA
I agree.
with just the mustache and the permed mullet.
Well, him and Kurt Hennig were tag team champions in
Right.
AWA. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
No,
and you go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, again, one of the biggest things with Scott Hall was the fact that he was the beginning of the whole storyline with the NWO. The Monday Night Wars started with him,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and that you can't take that away from him because that's who started it, right? The Rock again. I mean, this is a hard one to the battle.
I forgot to add one more very important thing to Razor Ramon.
Yeah,
He is the creator of Sting's Crow character.
that is also true. He created Sting. Yeah,
Oh, from
Crow-
that perspective,
the
Scott
Crow
Hall had
character.
an incredible mind for the business.
Dude had the greatest grease mullet ever.
But again,
Goose
dude,
pick.
it's hard to beat the Rock. Honestly speaking,
Yeah.
Yes.
Come
it's
on,
really hard to
Chico.
beat the Rock. And
Mm-hmm.
again, I still think Razor Ramon is probably the one of the greatest Intercontinental champions of all time. But
Right.
Yeah,
The-
we're
the
fluffing
Rock.
up not Razor for a reason because we know he's.
Yeah,
not
we're
the-
fluffing up. Be patient,
100%,
chat. Be
yeah.
patient, chat. We know what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn
100%.
it.
Relax, guys. You guys are correct. And that's
Hey
the
yo, hey yo.
Hey, yo, Chico.
I remember when he fought
yo.
Diesel, we were like, how is he going to hit the Razor's edge? And I think it's when Diesel went to the second rope, he just went from behind and then just carried him. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
mean,
when,
again,
when he threw people behind his back, that whatever that suplex
the
is.
fall away slam, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, again, I think Scott Hall did a great job, and he, again, the beginning of the Monday Night Wars, the NWO, everything like that, he created greatness. But again, he's no Rock. The most
Having
electrifying
said
man.
that,
Yeah, he had,
He
one
is
of
no
the,
Rock.
he had one of the most innovative ladder matches. He's one of the reasons why the ladder matches were the way they are with
With
Shawn
Shawn
Michaels.
Michaels, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And The Rock, when he made fun of Diesel, Hulk Hogan, and Scott Hall in that one promo, that was like he's.
Well, the
I mean,
big
The
show.
Rock-
Yeah.
But again, like
Yeah.
going back to that
Diesel,
question, who would know these wrestlers out if you're not a wrestling fan, right? You mentioned The Rock. People were like, "Oh yeah, he used to be a wrestler and now he's an actor." Scott
Right.
Hall, they'd be like, "Who's that?" Like, I would.
Who's that?
Most non-wrestlers would not know who he is. You say Razor Ramon, so maybe someone from like, "Oh, Razor."
Oh, I remember
maybe.
that guy. Whatever happened to him, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no one will know Scott Hall if they were a non-wrestling fan, right? So.
I'm gonna save my Rock like glaze for when he moves up because he's gonna move up. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna leave it at that.
I think we
I
could
just wanted to
vote on
glaze
this.
Razor Ramon because I know this is where he is. This is his limit right here.
I think
gotta-
we should just go to the next one. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna
This
go ahead
is
and
Bigger
stop
Fight
it.
Club, where the big boys play.
Exactly.
All right, bad guy.
The fact that again Kevin Nash is not on this list,
I mean, Razor Ramon's a better wrestler than Kevin Nash.
I'm just letting you know
overall.
Kevin Nash didn't make this list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would have voted for Oz, but
So The Rock was 100% unanimous in the
Shredder.
chat.
All right, and what about the panel? Who votes for Razor?
As much as I'd love to, I can't.
I have the bad guy on my name. I got to.
That's fair.
Yeah,
All right. The
I
Rock
get that.
moves on.
Okay, I respect that. The Rock does move on though. Yes,
I love you, Razor.
100%.
ooh, ooh.
Hulk Hogan
Battle of
was-
Wow.
was Ric Flair. So 1 for Hulk Hogan, 2 for Ric Flair in the chat.
Wow.
We do have to move a little bit faster, guys, because we're at 2 hours and 42 minutes.
Holy shit. I need to eat.
Yeah.
I know. We'll
I'm
move
just
a little
eating.
This
faster.
is like this is like an AEW pay-per-view.
All right. In my opinion, again, Hulk Hogan, again, one of the pillars of wrestling, 100%. But to me, Ric Flair was one of the greatest villains of wrestling. He did a great job putting people over, being himself, being a bad guy, and again, like that charismatic thing. Like,
Abby, did you put the poll up?
did I not? Oh shit! Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's up. It's a 2-step process. I had typed it, but I didn't hit show.
Yeah.
So 1 for Hulk Hogan, 2 for Ric Flair. For me, Ric Flair is going to be in this choice because I don't like all the stories I've heard about Hulk Hogan with the creative control.
But
And
yeah, but are we
that's-
talking about?
Yeah. I will, here, I will add to what your point is, Abi. One is a pillar for WWE. One's a pillar for wrestling in general, in my opinion. Just wrestling,
Really?
period. Ric Flair, because Ric Flair, all his NWA stuff, his WCW stuff, his WWF stuff, he's done it all. He has more championships than 16. They credit him for 16. He has way more. I think the real number is like 23.
I think so too.
With a tear in my eye, this is the greatest day of my life.
He has
Right, and
Oldest ride, longest line.
that's what the territories and everything else. He did a lot of traveling through the territories
He
in the
did.
early days. He was the champion everywhere, and he would come into the town and defend whatever championship he had until, they put their face to beat him, and then he'd move on to the next town. I mean, Ric Flair,
$800 suit.
I would also dare say
Alligator
that
shoes.
Hulk Hogan
Giovanni.
was made by Ric Flair too.
No, I would
Going to
disagree with that.
Disagree.
Hulk Hogan was
I
made
think-
by Andre, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Rocky Balboa made Hulk Hogan.
That's true. Too. That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
That
Why
definitely
did they
put
carry him?
eyeballs.
They're not.
So I know you said like Ric Flair did more for wrestling, but one of them truly got wrestling on the map, though, and that's Hulk Hogan. And
Yeah.
Albie was talking about how Rick was a good villain. Hulk was able to be both. He was a hero in WWF and a villain in WCW, arguably the biggest villain in WCW at that time. But
But honestly, you liked NWO. You liked you liked the
not in the
faction.
beginning, though. Not in the. They were hated, and they got trash thrown in the ring, and they got fans that like in the beginning they were hated. They had
No,
hate,
no,
but then the beginning-
it
yeah.
was the heel, the turn, right? Like when he turned heel, that's what you were getting booed for. But in reality, in all reality, you didn't like NWO. It wasn't about Hogan. Hogan just took the mainframe of it, but it was really about the three guys who were getting booed.
Here's a question.
but then
Who
they
was in
started-
Gremlins 2? Who was in Gremlins 2? Was Ric Flair? No. Hulk Hogan was.
I will say this too is like, in terms of matches, like memorable matches, I gotta give it more to Flair too, because Flair had way better matches than Hogan has.
Oh, a lot better matches.
It's way
So
way
if
better matches. Because I mean, like,
If this tournament's based on matches, then it should really just be Flair and Hart.
well, I
But
mean,
my-
it has to play into a factor, you know.
It does, but I think also moments do too. Like I just can't not knock Hogan because of his backstage politics. Because if we're keeping that as a factor, I think that should have been a factor with Cena, arguably also. But
And
I
Shogun,
just
ask
think-
your question. Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair if you take them away, right?
yeah,
Hulk Hogan is known worldwide. With people, if you just say Ric Flair to most people, they're gonna like, who? What is it?
Ric Flair
Hulk
has
Hogan.
hip hop songs based off of him. He is known worldwide.
Well, sure, but if you take Hulk Hogan out of the picture, there's no WWF
exactly.
as we know it today.
I think Vince would have found somebody else to do Hulk Hogan's role.
I mean, you
I
had
think
a
we're
lot of-
severely. I
Think
think
about
we're
it. Keep in
severely
mind.
underrating Hogan's value to the.
You,
Right.
you have to also
He
see
tried
there
with
was
the Undertaker.
there was
tried
also
with,
a Macho Man. There was a Macho Man who was the shadow of Hulk Hogan. If you took Hulk Hogan out of that, Macho Man would have literally stepped in that position.
Macho Man would have been in that position, and I argue he probably could have done better.
He
to be
could have
honest.
probably done better because he was a better athlete.
but they tried to
But
pass
Hulk
the
Hogan
torch.
helped transcend that stuff because of his size, his hugeness.
Yeah,
It's huge.
Yeah.
Randy Savage, as much as I love him, was the same, and Ric Flair the same thing. They're just normal body sized people.
hmm
I mean, Flair came back in the old days when he had that back break. I mean, he used to be a fat dude when he first started wrestling.
right. You're the fat dude with a shaved head. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. Go look it up. You know,
This is
that's
interesting.
and again my opinion, and that's what this is based on. It's opinion, but you know,
It is, yeah.
Hulk Hogan paved the way for modern wrestling as we know it, in my opinion. Now, it takes nothing away from Ric Flair. Don't get me wrong.
Hulk Hogan
If you're
is a
talking about
pillar,
pure wrestler,
100%. Yeah.
right? And if you're talking about pure wrestling, yes, Ric Flair would be the guy, 100%. But Hulk transcends that, similar to The Rock. similar to Cena, who's no longer here. So I don't know. There you go.
Confusioness.
Yeah.
I think we've given this enough time. We gotta move forward.
Yep.
All right. So the chat is currently at 57% Hulk Hogan, and I'm going to end it right now.
All right, who's voting for Ric Flair? Raise your hand. All right, Hogan wins.
Hogan wins, yeah.
All right,
And it comes crashing down.
all right, let's move on. Hulkster wins.
All right. Give me a second while I get the new poll up. It is Jake Roberts.
Versus.
All right, we just need to fluff up Jake the Roberts for a little bit, and then we move on.
All right, let me start show. You
All right,
guys
so
see
this
it? Yeah.
this 5 minutes is just gonna go all to Jake because we know Kurt Angle's gonna win this one.
Listen,
So
Jake is probably better on the mic than Kurt Angle.
He is.
100%.
I would say that.
Yes.
Kurt Angle's great on the mic. He's fucking phenomenal on the mic. Jake Roberts was just that much better. Jake Roberts was also very psychological. He understood the ins and outs of the human mind, and he played mind games like there's no tomorrow. Was he a better wrestler? No. Did he have better matches? No.
I like what Jake Roberts said in one of those interviews where, like, he knew he got screwed over when the fans started cheering for him. Like, there was
Right.
something with Hulk Hogan, and he was like, "Damn it, I'm screwed," because they were rooting for him against Hulk Hogan, and like they won like a offshoot match, and he knew he was screwed because there's no way that the company was going to let him be the champion.
right,
You know?
right.
So. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean the stuff that Jake Roberts did. I mean with Randy Savage with the snake for the wedding day,
Dude,
The
the snake
Ultimate
biting
Warrior.
him. Yeah.
Yep. Ultimate Warrior, Papa Shango.
Even against Undertaker, he was able to do, and even some of the old stuff. Not WWE for WCW was the old Von Erich stuff when he would wrestle with them.
Yeah,
See, my
Jake was a
argument for
guy.
that, I'm just gonna say one little thing for Kurt Angle. I want that raw sex, that bestiality sex. That's what I would give Kurt Angle.
Dude,
Oh
Kurt
my God.
Kurt Angle was probably one of the greatest wrestlers we had in our era. To be honest with you, I was watching. Every time I exercise, I watch wrestling documentaries on YouTube. I watched one of Kurt Angle recently, and I was just like, "Holy shit, dude! This guy was so good."
Yeah.
Like everything about him was amazing. Like he, again, being a real wrestler who won a gold medal for in the Olympics with Team USA, right? But coming into WWE and then putting in that effort to play this character, he did a good job character wise. You know, we all saw him come in. He was like this pompous asshole, and he had, what was it, the 3 eyes?
You suck.
No, but that was even, this is even before the use. Like
Oh,
he had
yeah.
3 eyes.
The
He had
integrity,
hair, he had
intelligence,
hair.
yeah.
Yeah, integrity, intelligence, and what was the third one?
Intensity?
Intensity, yeah.
Was it
Was it
intensity? I think
intensity?
it was intensity.
He was also the Euro-Continental champion.
Yes, he had the IC belt. He had the European belt. Like, dude, he
The milk
deserved
truck.
all of it. And don't forget, he won it with
Abby, you gotta save it for the next round because we know Kurt Angle's gonna win it.
Yeah.
Save it.
All right, let's
call
end
Let's
it.
call the chat.
Let's
We gotta
let's
keep
just
moving.
call it. Yeah, that's true. Good point. All right, I'm gonna end the poll here. Kurt Angle is at 82%. Jake Roberts is a legend. Oh, will always be a legend, and we'll see you in another.
Who's voting for Angle? Raise your hand. You gotta do it. You gotta do the poll. All right, Stu. I respect it.
Yeah, I do too. I agree.
I respect it. All right, Jake the Snake is a legend when it promos, man. For real.
It
The
is.
creator of the
He is.
DDT.
Is it HBK?
That is HBK.
That's a
I
weird
don't think-
photo.
All right, let
I
me.
don't think
put
they
the
show
new
that guy on
one
the
up.
left anymore. Who's
Is that the
Listen.
Pegasus Kid?
All right, Benoit versus HBK. Shawn Michaels.
HBK. Moving on.
Someone picked Benoit, so we're putting him on the list. I'm gonna just put HBK if you guys don't mind in the chat. 1 for Benoit, 2 for HBK.
The heartbreak.
No matter what. First off, number one, Benoit was never great on the mic in any way, shape, or form. Extremely talented in the ring. But regardless of all of it, I can't get past what his final days were.
The guys who put 2 before the poll went up, you guys have to repeat it because it won't show up until I put it up. So,
Mhm.
one for Benoit, two for HBK.
Yes.
Again, dude. I mean, in this case, again, Benoit is probably a great, not probably was a great wrestler, amazing wrestler. It sucks what happened to him. It sucks that
Great wrestler, piece of shit human.
No. But again, his brain
Well-
was an 80-year-old brain, and like again, this is a WWE issue, right? Like this was an issue with
Yeah, well,
with how
I'm
everything
not-
went down.
I wouldn't blame any of this. The blame always is going to be on the person. I can't.
I see that.
I can't put that blame on the WWE, the WCW, or anybody else. That is on him. Those are his actions, regardless of what happened to his head. And because of those actions, that nothing disgusts me more than that. He killed his wife and his son.
I agree. He did.
I
and
can't. Can't do it.
All right,
And I think just HBK being a better wrestler, again, from his tag team days.
HBK, yeah, it's just a way better wrestler anyway. So I think we could even cut this one short. I just wanted to give props because he was a good wrestler.
Oh yeah,
he was a great wrestler. I thought
He was a great wrestler. I just don't like the idea of someone that has such great moments be completely erased, even though he deserves to be erased. So let's just move on.
I feel what you're saying. You're right.
Because
I was a huge fan.
Kind of
I was
to me. It's a discredit to the wrestlers that were wrestling him, because a lot of wrestlers that were wrestling him, those were their best matches. Believe it or not,
Dude,
Some of
he
them-
had his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It does suck. It's horrible what happened. Again, but we learned from that, right? WWE made a lot of changes from chair shots and all this other stuff too. But they learned about head trauma, right? That's a really big thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really huge thing, right? And I guarantee from this moment, they opened the whole horizon of the injuries to the head. A lot of moves got banned, and I respect the fact that they banned these moves because again, these wrestlers will do everything to make a great moment happen, and sometimes you got to stop them. You're like, listen, too much.
All right, Abby, try to freeze the chat. We gotta move it. We're almost 3 hours in.
Okay, stop. I stopped it. HBK at 83%.
All right, who votes HBK? Raise their hand.
Sensational Sherry.
Unanimous.
Sensational.
Sherry.
That WrestleMania entrance with her walking in with the assless chaps. HBK brought that.
All right, Sting versus Ray.
We
The
are
Pro.
Are we finally in the next round?
Yep.
Don't go in the chat yet. Okay, don't go in the chat.
It's gonna be a lot faster. Thankfully, we finally got here. I think there's only gonna be like 2 or 3 holdups.
All right. It is on 1 for Sting, 2 for Rey Mysterio. I got to go with Sting in this one. Just I love Rey Mysterio.
I'm going with Sting.
I do love Rey Mysterio completely, but Sting was like literally he was my first favorite wrestler as a kid, and I had the little toy Surfer Sting, and I used to play with him all the time.
Yeah, Sting is my favorite wrestler.
That Galoob one.
Yeah,
The Galoob one.
pants.
Yeah, the Galoob one.
Blue pants.
And he had that pose like this.
Yeah.
dude.
No, he had
That's
the rat
one
tail
I
up the
don't
back
have
too.
anymore.
He did.
Shit, I gotta find one of those. All right. And I'll
Again,
have a
he
full
was
set.
favorite wrestler as a kid until I discovered.
But
Eddie
this is what
Guerrero
makes it
as
easy because everyone's voting Sting. So does anybody have like an argument to help Ray win this?
I think Rey Mysterio had a very different style of wrestling, but Sting is just an icon, and it was just very different. Because we've seen Surfer Sting, we've seen Black and White Sting, we've seen Wolfpack Sting, we've seen what was the crazy one in TNA he did the
Joker Sting.
Joker gimmick. Yeah.
the Joker one, the Joker thing. But again, I think Sting had a bigger impact with the NWO than I think Rey Mysterio, in my opinion.
And wasn't Sting like doing some kind of corporate thing where he was just wearing a tie? Was that the Joker one, or what was that one where he was part
That
of
was
the
in TNA.
corporation?
That was
Main Event
Mafia. That was Main Event
yeah.
Mafia. Yeah, Mafia.
Yeah, Sting
right.
he's got to win.
So I think Sting is my choice.
Yeah,
here, to be honest.
I mean, this is another one that's a no-brainer. I think Sting has gotten the most no-brainers so far, so you can cut the chat here, and
All
we'll
right, let me
vote.
stop the poll. 88% Sting.
Yeah, see, yeah.
It's Sting!
So who votes for Stinger? Raise your hand. Yeah, it's unanimous.
Unanimous. Okay.
All right, Stinger moves on.
That's
Who's
the Stinger
the next
splash
one?
was pretty cool.
The next one is going to be
How basic it was.
All right.
Just give me a second to bring this up.
1, 2. Which one will you choose? The choice is up to you as soon as the poll
right.
arrives.
People are
AJ
gonna-
Styles 1, Roddy Piper 2.
You're going to be mad at me, but I feel like this should be a no-brainer.
Oh
That
man,
Piper wins?
Bullet
Is that
Club?
what you're saying?
I'm
I
actually.
feel like-
I don't know
feel
who
like
your choice is. I
feel
think
like
AJ Styles.
should win this.
I think so too. I'm going with AJ on this one too.
Phenomenal.
as an old schooler who loves old school wrestling, loves Roddy Piper, I got to go
But-
with AJ Styles. Look, I love
What a
Piper, and I love
swerve, dude.
so much, dude. I
You're a
love so much
tremendous
about Roddy
person. I
Piper.
love you. Everything you
What
do
a
is great,
swerve,
but get the
John.
fuck out.
Yep.
Very heel of you, Lou. I like it.
Hey,
What a guy.
and I think it's because I remember seeing AJ from pretty much the very beginning and seeing his development over the years, getting
Yes.
better and better and better. He was always great in the ring. He improved over time, but then
He has.
his personality improved as well. And he worked on his character, and he worked on how he presented himself. And by the time once he got to the WWE, I think it was the perfect time in his career to get there. And if he had gotten there earlier, he would have been just another guy squashed in the back, and he wouldn't have made it past the mid card. But because of what he built over the years before going into the WWE, they couldn't ignore him. They literally could not ignore him.
He was in WCW too with the tag team with Air
Yeah.
Paris.
Yeah,
Yep.
briefly, right?
Very
The
tail end,
final
yeah.
days.
I actually liked Air Paris and AJ Styles as a tag team. I thought they were great.
Yep.
This is before this is when I was younger, right? So I didn't know who AJ Styles was as a name, but then when finding that out, I was like, "Holy shit! I've seen this guy before!"
Yeah.
Holy hell! When he started showing up in TNA and Ring of Honor, yeah,
AJ, man. AJ is the man that runs the place, man. He's the man that
I
runs
agree.
the place.
I agree.
Yep.
He is a phenomenal wrestler. I think the only one that could match up to him, when it comes to spots and moments in the wrestling match, is probably Shawn Michaels. I think him and Shawn Michaels are very similar. But in my opinion, AJ is more athletic.
I give AJ the edge on that, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you. There's a lot of similarities,
A lot more athletic.
but I would kind of give the edge to AJ.
K-Town, that's a great story though.
Yep,
That is
Piper's
awesome.
overpowered in terms of mic skills, but AJ is just he's phenomenal.
I mean, the thing is, it's sad that Piper hasn't won the WWE World Title.
Piper didn't need a title, though.
He
He
didn't
didn't need the WWE title.
yeah, and again, you just dig into some history of some of the old stuff of Piper, right? If you can find some of those matches and stuff, the old NWA stuff, and he was pretty awesome in some of his matches. So, but AJ is my vote. Sorry, Roddy.
All right, we can
I'm going to stop it.
Yeah.
So right now, the chat is at 63% with Piper.
Wow.
And our buddy Gibbs would like Hot Rod Piper because it was a soft, good kilt on him for his action figure.
This is true. But AJ had that hooded jacket, though.
Yeah, he did have soft goods
So-
too. The hood jacket.
That's true.
Could go either way.
All right, so who's voting for AJ? Raise their hand.
Yeah, gotta go with.
So
Sorry,
she-
chat.
Holy
No,
shit.
it's not unanimous. The chat's voted for Piper.
Right, but
So-
unanimous.
Unanimous on the panel.
Unanimous on the
I'm
panel. Yeah.
surprised by that.
Yeah. Sorry, K-Town.
All right.
I'd rather
Sorry,
than
John.
AJ.
Case moves on.
We'll remove that. And the
Rematch.
next one,
Here we go.
The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. One for The Rock, two for Hulk Hogan. I'll be right back.
Mm.
I'm gonna go for The Rock on this one. So we agree that WrestleMania is obviously their biggest event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
And Rock's the only one that beat all. He's part of the pillars. He beat Hogan, he beat Austin, and he beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Kayfabe wise, success to me, he's that supersedes Hogan in my opinion, and longevity too.
Did The Rock ever fight HBK?
No, he and HBK
refused.
didn't get along. The Rock didn't like HBK.
They never had a wrestling match. They had like moments where they hit each other, but they never had a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when HBK was the commissioner and he was
Yeah,
like,
music when he was trying to do the people's elbow.
Yep.
Like
So-
those promos that The Rock did with like when he would like bring out like the old teachers and stuff like that, and like make
This
fun of
is
them, like
really-
the pie stuff like that. The Heartbreak, not the Heartbreak Hotel, but the Rock Hotel, right? Those
SmackDown Hotel.
SmackDown.
SmackDown Hotel, yeah.
And
Yeah.
heck, you talked about the Taker having a pay-per-view, SmackDown, right?
Oh, yeah,
And that's
dude.
The Rock.
The Rock has a show. It's not a pay per view. It's a
Yeah.
show that still
Right.
goes on every
Still
week.
going on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's the house that AJ built, but
The Rock has video games named off of his sayings,
hmm
The Rock
Mhm.
says,
dude. And not to mention,
Yeah.
The Rock is funny as hell. Like The Rock,
Yeah.
like Stone Cold, he just had so many memorable moments, like the Big Show thing, and the freaking saying Undertaker has Mickey Mouse tattoos. Like what the fuck?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, the
Well,
Rock
and
was
The
the
Rock
Rock
and
was
Mankind.
absolute charismatic. Just
The Rock was a bigger actor than Hulk Hogan. He
the
was
corporate
on-
Rock.
hey, you don't knock the nanny, Mr. Nanny. Don't you
I
dare.
come on, dude. He's fast
What
and
about-
furious.
Thunder in Paradise. Come on, man.
I love that show. Because Sting was in there too.
And then it's like you gotta say like all the sayings. Like Hulk Hogan has some sayings too, but like The Rock just took it to another level with sayings. Like he has so many catchphrases.
Mhm.
I heard
Oh,
like
man.
he like Jericho said like he made stuff up just to see if he'd get over with the crowd. Like
Yeah,
Well, and Rocky
Yeah.
Maivia when he comes in, right? One starts like this guy. This what is this crap? This thing is terrible. Why are we getting this guy down our throat? He sucks.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he was able to say, "I got to rechange it." And when that stuff with the Nation of the Domination, with the whole like who taking over for Farouk, that whole like storyline itself, then he became this just amazing talent on the microphone. I remember being in college and like people going, "Man, the guy really bothered me as Rocky Maivia, but damn it, he's getting really good on the mic. He's charismatic, as you said, as hell, and it's just amazing." And even that theme song, it's not that good, but damn it, because it's The Rock, it got you thinking about all the funny shit that he did.
you remember when he's wrestling Stone
Yeah.
Cold and he takes the camera and he gets on the
Yeah.
announcing table and he goes like, "Look at this utter piece, like what is it, like gutter trash or trailer park trash?" I was like, and then he gets stunned on the stable.
And what he did for Mankind, that match, the matches that he had with Mankind, and he
Oh yeah, the one where he
Yeah.
handcuffed him and like steel chaired him like this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
all part of his kids.
K-Town. The Rock is half Canadian.
He played in
I
the
think-
Canadian Football League.
I think we have our votes here. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can
should
cut
go.
it off here for
I'm
sure.
gonna stop it here. The Rock at 75%.
hmm
All right. Who's voting for the Hulkster? Raise your hand.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Unanimous. The Rock goes forward.
The Rock- I'm actually surprised by that one. To be
The Rock
Hogan.
says, "Shut your mouth and know your role, Hogan, because The Rock's moving on to the championship."
Yeah.
Rock-
Now
Hogan
we
likes
have
our
a
vote.
WrestleMania
Oh.
repeat,
Oh, jeez. Oh, this is a tough one.
and the
Yeah.
one that Shawn Michaels lost.
Sexy
That was a
Kurt.
good ass match.
It was a great match.
Great match.
It was a great storyline. All right, one for Kurt Angle, two for Shawn Michaels in the chat, guys. So ones and twos, whatever you vote for. Again, I think the both stars are awesome. Different times in a way, but they met at the end, and Kurt Angle went over on Shawn Michaels.
And
tell you
don't
something.
forget
This-
the Punisher connection with John Barenthal. Kurt Angle is married to
Yes.
his niece, I think, right?
Yes.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, there's relation there. I don't.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, this is again. I think both on the mic, they both are great. I think Kurt Angle is a better wrestler,
Mm-hmm.
mostly because he's a real wrestler.
Yeah, just the fact that
Yeah,
Kurt
man.
Angle brought a gold medal, a real gold medal to pro wrestling deserves some props.
Yeah.
It's a real gold medal.
And how quickly, because that's one of the things they all talk about is how quickly he transitioned. He was a phenomenal athlete. It's to relearn pro wrestling versus what he was, what amateur wrestling and collegiate wrestling was. You know, you've heard a lot of people talk about it. They said, you know, it's some of these guys, a lot of these guys don't do it or do it easily. And Kurt immediately just grasped it and went with it.
He had the cleanest moonsault I've ever seen. Like, and if you did that stuff
his moonsault was
off the top of a cage to like
he floated, dude. He floated.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually agree with Castro's corner here, Khalil. Like, Kurt is more entertaining. He is.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah.
In my opinion,
he's funny as hell, dude.
I preferred Bret Hart over Shawn Michaels. I didn't like Shawn Michaels because he was an asshole.
And Kurt Angle and Shane McMahon had great matches too.
He buried people, and I didn't like his attitude. And
they screwed over Vader. They turned Vader into a little simpleton.
Yeah. And Vader was
dude. Vader didn't even need the WWF. Vader is a multi-world champion in every company.
That damn mask that Vader had.
That damn elephant mask.
Yeah, that mastodon thing.
The fact that Shawn Michaels was his attitude was just really bad most of his years in WWE. At least at the early part, right? He found God, new Christian, whatever you want to call it, but.
I'll give Shawn Michaels that I think he has probably the best match in WrestleMania history.
Which one against
with Kurt Angle? With Kurt Angle?
No. I think the match he had with Undertaker was really damn amazing.
That was
WrestleMania 25 was insanely good. I gotta give it up to him. I'm voting for Kurt Angle, but Shawn, as much as I don't like old Shawn. He had banger matches, dude. Like Bret Hart, the match he had with Bret Hart, even the match he had with Diesel when he had that small little rivalry with Diesel, those are great.
Stone Cold,
that match with Stone Cold at Mania. Even when he came back and he was testing his back out when he had to do the first ever Elimination Chamber. That match was awesome.
Yeah, despite his brown pants and
brown pants. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
And K-Town has a point. Shawn Michaels is also one of the worst matches.
Well, I sense a little bias in that one, buddy. I don't know.
What he did to the flag was he was a menace, dude. What he did.
He was the flag.
He put it up his nose and everything, dude. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to end this here because in all reality, 100. Okay.
Well, someone was different.
Someone finally voted. Someone finally voted for Shawn Michaels, but it's still not enough. Kurt Angle is unanimous in the chat.
I'm very surprised.
I am surprised by that one.
I'm pleased and surprised though. But I am pleased. For Kurt? Who votes for Kurt in the panel?
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I even saved the TNA Kurt Angle because
I got to vote
Kurt
for Kurt.
Amazing.
You know what? I'll say it real quick, because Kurt was so much comedy early on, and then when he flipped and went so super serious, he was a nightmare. He was legitimately scary.
Yeah.
So that's the last I got to say. But yeah, Kurt Angle. Sorry.
All right.
So, Kurt Angle. All right, 1 second. Let me get it up in the chat before you guys start voting.
The finish line is on the horizon.
When I see some of these names, I just remember how Jericho used to make fun of their names, call them like Kirk Angel or something like that, or Kirk Angle.
So 1 for Sting, 2 for AJ Styles.
Dang.
This is a hard one for me, to be honest with you, because again, Sting is literally my childhood favorite wrestler. Growing up as a kid, watching him wrestle, and then also going to his last match a couple of years ago.
Listen, in terms of I'm gonna just give AJ his props because he's not beating Sting.
Yeah, I agree.
AJ is a better wrestler than Sting.
He is
a better wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
His mic skills not as good as Sting's, even though Sting's not really known for his mic skills either. But I think AJ is worse. Matches, AJ has had better matches than Sting. But when it comes to just overall aura and Sting, the importance that Sting is to WCW and just wrestling in general, it outweighs AJ Styles entirely, unfortunately. And I love both. I love both so much. They're my favorite wrestlers. But if I had to vote, I would vote for Sting to move on.
I agree. Yeah. I think both wrestlers are phenomenal. my own choice words. I own the gloves. I own wrestling gloves for both of them. Sting gloves, and I own the AJ gloves as well. I have them both in my house. And again, but
You
Sting,
love gloves?
my love gloves, yeah, exactly.
What, a pair for you and a pair for your wife?
Sting made a bigger impact in my life as a wrestling fan compared to AJ.
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
And I'm going with Sting because he's nostalgic to me at this point.
This is a really tough one for me because these are actually like I think my top 3 wrestlers. Like they're in the top 3 or 4.
Is it really?
Yeah. AJ's just that good, man. Like AJ, I feel like it. Like out of the whole package, if he was better at promo, he would be like the best wrestler ever, in my opinion. If he was like really good at promos, it would be him.
Oh yeah, I agree. I 100% agree with you. AJ is again, he's phenomenal for this reason, dude. I have the scarf, the phenomenal one scarf, upstairs. I wear it every winter.
Yeah, dude.
Every winter I wear it.
Dude, you got like a gimmick closet.
I'm a wrestling fan, so I buy the shit, right? That's how it works.
That's awesome.
I'm a mark. I'm a mark.
This is very tough, man. If I could not vote, I would not vote.
I think what AJ did for TNA is what Sting did for WCW, but Sting just had a bigger impact.
Yeah. I will say WWE treated AJ a lot better than they treated Sting because that pissed me off, dude.
Dude, when he lost to Triple H, it's only match.
Oh my god,
that pissed me off so bad.
Dude,
but that was just Triple H and WWE saying, "Hey, we got the best of WCW," and now this time we have a real WCW guy who was the face of the business.
That was 100% all Triple H, dude. That was 100% all Triple H.
Yeah,
like he needed to have DX got the win on NWO, and it didn't make no sense because Sting is not an NWO, bro.
Yeah.
There was a funny story that Scott Hall told where he was like, they're rehearsing the match, and then he goes to Sting, like, who's going over? He's like, Hunter. And Hogan and Scott Hall looked at each other like, really?
Yeah. It made no sense, dude. It's Sting's first WrestleMania. You're going to put fucking Hunter over? Makes no sense to me.
Yeah, dude. I gave AJ his flowers. I genuinely think he's one of the best wrestlers ever. I do think so. But in all around importance of wrestling, I think Sting outweighs him because Sting was just in a crucial moment in time.
I agree.
We never got Ultimate Warrior versus Sting, right? When Warrior went to WCW.
They tag teamed in WCW.
But they never fought.
They never fought.
They never fought each other, yeah.
They tag teamed once or twice.
I wouldn't want to watch that match either, though, to be honest with you.
I know, but no. I would as two characters. You know what I mean? As a kid, you're watching this two characters clashing.
I mean, I liked Warrior as his persona, right? Like the Ultimate Warrior. I thought it was great. He was a horrible wrestler, though. He wasn't a good wrestler.
All right.
Yeah, but that's why I got over there.
I think you can close with that, bro. I think you're
talking about the motivational speaker of Ultimate Warrior, that guy?
No.
He wrestled too?
Yes, he did. 89% Sting goes over.
Okay. I figured. So
I figured
who's voting for AJ?
All right, we got 3 for 3.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm changing my vote. No. I
got the
tried
coin
to be
ready.
different.
You sure?
I tried to be different. Nah. It should be Sting. It should be Sting.
All right. So again, who's voting for AJ? Let's put your hands up. 2. Okay.
It should be Sting because I don't have figures of AJ Styles. I still have figures of Sting.
That's true.
I can't do that. Yeah.
So Sting is going over.
I had the old Toy Biz Sting, the Wolfpack Sting.
Yeah.
I had that one.
That one hurt. That one hurt me. Fuck.
Oh damn!
They all
Another
hurt
good
me.
one.
Again, they've also wrestled each other too, right? So it gets harder as you get to the finals. All right,
I'm voting for Kurt Angle on this one. I have to step away for a second.
1 for The Rock, 2 for Kurt Angle in the chat.
All right, Stu said he's going for Kurt.
I mean, again, when you call wrestling wise, I think Kurt was a better wrestler than The Rock. In my opinion, The Rock made a bigger impact to wrestling.
Bearded Sumo, it hurt my soul, bro. Look at my background. It hurt me too, bro.
Then why'd you flip your vote?
I had to, man. I had to be realistic.
It's Sting.
Just change it.
Sting.
Just change it to the Balor. Change it to the Balor Club then. Just
You could have left it to the flip.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You could have left it to the flip.
But I feel like I was leaning more towards Sting, but I just I thought everyone was gonna vote Sting. That's why I voted. I wanted to give one to AJ.
I mean, again, I think both wrestlers here are amazing. They've done great for wrestling in general. Kurt Angle is a better wrestler, obvious. There's no lie in that. The Rock was a bigger name. He made a bigger impact. I'm going for The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock definitely is. I feel like voting anything but The Rock here would be a crime against humanity. But I'll be a criminal. I don't give a shit. I like Kurt Angle. I'm telling you, okay, this is where I'm gonna bring up Kurt Angle in TNA. Kurt Angle in TNA, believe it or not, in my personal opinion, is more of a monster than he was in WWE. This dude was doing crazy moves in TNA. Picture perfect moonsaults. He was doing it all, dude. It was like he found another prime in TNA. It was crazy. If you guys have not seen TNA Kurt Angle, please watch it. It's insane. He had great matches with Sting. He had amazing matches with AJ Styles.
He was so fast and aggressive in TNA.
Yes.
You're right. He was an absolute beast in TNA.
And Bearded Sumo is correct. He had 2 Hall of Fame careers. That's how much of a beast he was, for sure.
Yep. Absolutely.
But,
we would love to try to bring Kurt Angle on for an interview.
Yeah.
It's true. It's damn true.
Damn true.
But then The Rock, I ain't gonna lie, The Rock has massacred Kurt Angle on the mic a couple times. The Rock, I remember one time he was like, "If I'm gonna be Kurt Angle, that means I'm gonna drink a glass of milk and drink 3 Viagras." What? Oh man.
Again, it's hard to choose between these guys, right? But again, I think Rock played a bigger role in this. I think wrestling wise, I think Kurt Angle will win it. Just wrestling, Mike, entertainment, and just all around.
Yeah,
I think The Rock wins.
Sumo, you're so right. He held the TNA and IWGP champion at the same time. That is a flex, dude. That is a massive flex.
Was it Karen Angle, right? Was his wife, and there was a bunch of stuff in TNA with that.
Yeah, now she's Jeff Jarrett's
wife.
Oh, she's Karen Jarrett.
It is now. She's Karen Jarrett. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have her autograph on my wall as Karen Angle.
Oh, I thought you were going to say her underwear.
I was going to ask. Yeah, which last name?
She probably is in her underwear, to be honest with you.
Do you have her clothes too?
No, but the matches that Kurt Angle had with, like I said, the people in TNA. I'm gonna go back to WWE. The matches he had with Chris Benoit,
Chris Jericho,
Brock Lesnar, Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels,
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Amazing, dude. They were banger matches. Every time he had, even the match he had against Kurt Angle in that pay-per-view, I think
Rey Mysterio.
Dude.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio.
And he was a member of the Shield.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're right. He was. Yeah. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
And he won a match with Ronda Rousey.
He had that weird stable that didn't last that long. It was with Team America. It had Shelton Benjamin in it, I think, or was it Orlando?
It was Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin. It was there for a while though.
They were out for a while.
Yeah,
but he was a deadbeat dad, right? Or he had Jason Jordan was his illegitimate kid.
Oh yeah, that
was thing so weird.
That was so weird.
And without Kurt Angle, we wouldn't have Al Americano.
It's tough, man.
That's also true. You wouldn't have Chad Gable. There's a lot of wrestlers today because of Kurt Angle, and I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Kurt Angle is one of the greatest, and he definitely deserves to be one of the greatest. But again, The Rock, right? That's a hard one.
Yeah. I mean, The Rock's an icon.
I don't know, man. I feel an upset coming. Because I feel like what happened to Stone Cold might happen to The Rock. I'm being for real.
Well, we're about to stop the poll. The Rock is leading 67%.
Rock's leading? Okay.
So I'm going to stop it right now. 67% for The Rock from the chat. So who else votes for The Rock?
We got to. It is.
Okay.
No.
The Rock got it. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, there is an upset then.
No upset. No upset. The
I mean,
Rock goes forward.
It is an upset regardless, right? That's how it works. Because we're at that like final four at this point.
Well,
Yes.
final three.
God damn it! This is a hard
Yes.
one.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
don't vote until I put it up in the chat.
Yeah, just wait, guys.
So Sting will be 1, and The Rock will be 2.
This isn't hard for me at all because I didn't. My heartbreak already happened with AJ. I'm voting Sting. I'm voting Sting. Period.
I'm voting
I'm
Sting
laying,
too. Yeah.
I'm laying the smack down on Mr. Sting.
I am too.
The
Me
Rock.
too, Stu. Me too, Stu.
Yep.
Team
I'm
Rock.
voting.
Stu
I'm
connection.
voting Sting all day here.
I'm voting Sting all day.
Rock.
Yeah.
Rock.
Okay, so we've already got 3 in the panel voting.
Yeah, we gotta wait for the chat and see what they.
Oh, we
decide.
do. We
We're
do.
gonna let him catch up. 1 for Sting, 2 for The Rock. How many in the panel right now? How many are for The Rock?
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
We got
Absolutely.
3 for The Rock, and then
You
this
bet
two
your
for
Rudy
Sting.
Poo candy ass. I'm voting for
Come
the
on,
Rock.
chat, help us get a Sting.
Solid like the Rock.
Sting can take that baseball bat, shine it up real nice.
And then hit Rock in the face with
Turn
it,
that
right?
son of a bitch sideways.
Shove it straight up his candy ass.
Yeah,
The Rock
I don't know, man. I
says-
think it's like I figured it was gonna like this side of the bracket was gonna end this way for sure.
I mean,
knew this matchup
the
was
Rock
coming.
is hard to beat, to be honest with you. It was up front.
Right.
He's hard to
there's
beat
so
because
much
of the
great-
promos, though. I will say that. And I think the promos carry him like a very,
Listen.
very far.
The most entertaining wrestler
Yeah, it wins.
is The Rock.
Electrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was The Rock. I mean, that was
Yeah.
he was very fucking entertaining. And that he did a
Rocky
good job with it.
Maivia versus Surfer Sting.
I hate to say this, but I think The Rock is winning here, so I'm going to end it right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop the poll. There's 4 votes for The Rock. Sting is eliminated.
Bring it. Just
And
bring
Alright.
it.
he said it best.
The Rock goes forward.
Do you smell what The Rock is
What The
cooking?
Rock
There
is cooking.
All right, for all the marbles.
you go. Now, this is the main
Oh
event.
my god! Wow,
Ladies and
This is
gentlemen,
where we
From
came.
Calgary, Alberta,
So
Canada.
I would like to say that this the finals for The Rock or semifinals for The Rock was a sharpshooter or Scorpion Deathlock,
Yeah.
and now the final is again a sharpshooter. slash-
Sharpshooter's
Scorpion
better
Deathlock.
than.
And Brett always had a lot of love and respect for The Rock, and the
Don't
Rock
vote
the same
yet,
for
guys.
Brett. I mean, these are 2 guys that got along very well. Brett still
Can
speaks very highly of The Rock when he doesn't speak highly about many anymore.
One
So,
Sure.
one for Bret Hart, 2 for The Rock. Go.
wow.
Damn.
This is-
now that I think about it, I wanted to see Bret Hart versus Sting. That would have been sick.
Oh my god! that
Oh
would've
my
been
god!
amazing.
Yeah.
Damn.
That would have been amazing. Bret Hart versus Sting would have been awesome. This is a hard one, but at the same time, it's an easy one because I kind of know who's gonna win this.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fight for Bret no matter what. I'm gonna fight
Yeah.
for Bret for sure.
I am too, to be honest with you, because again, The Rock is a pillar. Bret Hart should have been a pillar.
Mhm.
He didn't get that chance, unfortunately, but he should have been.
Well, I mean,
I think
he-
Eddie
he
Guerrero
Bret's
should have been a
good
pillar.
Bret.
Owen
Bret's
Hart
good
should have been a
Bret.
pillar.
Brett didn't.
So everyone's
Brett
a
was a
pillar.
pillar, though. Brett was a pillar. It was a short period of time, but he was a pillar. He was a pillar during the worst.
Pillar.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
thinner pillar during the worst and
Thinner
most
pillar.
difficult time in American wrestling history. Right?
Yeah.
He
All
was
right,
the
chat.
anchor
All my
holding it together.
Canadians, give me your energy. Come on.
We're 50% right now each. Bret Hart versus The Rock.
Where the
50%.
Canadians at in chat? You guys know what you got to do.
Wow.
Mad TV, Bret
I'm
Hart,
surprised by this
SNL,
too,
The Rock.
Yeah,
I'm
The
actually
Rock.
surprised it's this close.
All right,
to be
guys.
honest.
Dude, Poe, you gotta vote here. You gotta vote. You
Poe,
gotta
might
vote.
be
No, he
might
did
be the
vote.
deciding
He's-
vote, bro.
Yeah, he
He
said he
did-
can't vote again. He already voted once.
Yeah,
Oh.
this isn't Chicago.
No, I don't
You
think
can
he
only-
voted.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
did.
he didn't vote.
924.
He
He
did?
voted.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did. He did.
You
Okay.
can only vote once. That's That's just the way it is.
So Caster's saying but The Rock is better all around package. I agree. I mean, The Rock is better all around, and he's winning the chat right now. To be honest with you, but this is the main event. This is it for all the marbles. The greatest male wrestler of all time.
28 minutes.
The greatest male wrestler of all time, and then next week we're going to be doing the greatest female wrestler of all time.
Meaning 20 minutes. We're gonna
I actually like Bret Hart.
Next Sunday. Next Sunday.
Personally speaking, I like Bret Hart matches more than the Rock matches. I like the Rock build up. Like the build up to the matches are more entertaining than the actual matches itself. But it feels like when Bret Hart, like it's like the opposite. Like it's like, oh, okay, you know, they're getting there, but then when the actual match happens, you're like, yo, this match is fucking sweet.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel you.
When you actually like the build up to the Rock matches are always like, oh man, that shit's hype. He's talking a lot of trash. But it's just like, okay, match is good, but it's just like, okay, it's just good in my opinion. I never saw like the Rock having like the best of night, you know, match of the card type match ever, in my opinion.
Okay.
Did the Rock ever tag with Dangerous Danny Davis? No,
I don't believe so.
Bret Hart did.
Is the Rock Canadian?
We always go back to that WrestleMania 18 Rock and Hogan match.
Oh, the Rock and Hogan.
That's always referenced. We never got, you know, those, like, I remember Jerry Lawler said we're never going to see Barry Bonds versus Babe Ruth. We're never going to see Michael Jordan, but we are going to see Stone Cold or Rock and Hogan. And that to me was like,
you have Bret Hart with
Stone Cold. And guess Rock was in that too. But that's not even. Are we really comparing Bret and Shawn versus Rock and Hogan in terms of impact?
Of course.
Oh, gosh, dude.
Of course.
Oh my gosh, no.
Of course we are, dude. Come on.
You were comparing Shawn and Bret versus Rock and Hogan in terms of impact.
Listen, I hate when people
because the thing is your guy's argument for Sting and Rock was impact. But then you go to Austin and Bret and it's like, oh no, Bret's the better wrestler, not Austin's impact. So it's like, which one is it then?
No, but see, it applies to both because Bret's impact matters. I think Bret's impact is the reason why The Rock's able to make as much of an impact he did today. It's like his era shouldn't be held against him for what The Rock's doing in the 90s era. Because The Rock's able to do different things compared to what Bret Hart was able to do. You kind of have to like.
But then that's the same thing could be said for like Hogan's era. Like, it
was said for Hogan.
But that thing is kind of like.
It was said for Hogan's because
I think some of the I get it's opinion, but some of the I guess things we're basing it off of just it skews a little bit for each. But I understand why it's preference, right?
Yeah, it's literally it always
because we're terrible at this, really.
Yeah, it literally just all goes for a preference thing because
we gave you credit, Talib. Shut up.
Yeah, it's literally all a preference thing, man. It's just like I'm a huge mega fan of The Rock, but it's like at the same time it's like my top wrestler got eliminated. I would have made like Sting the number one, and if it wasn't Sting, I probably would have put AJ. But I was
Shogun's all about numbers game.
Eddie Guerrero was my number one. Sting was my number two.
Wow. So it's just more of like I personally I've always liked Bret Hart more than The Rock. I think The Rock's I always find The Rock more entertaining when it comes to the mic stuff. But it's just like, which do I prefer to see, like the actual wrestling match or the entertaining stuff?
I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand, doesn't it?
Yeah,
entertaining.
Sometimes because it's like with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, in my opinion, he had really bad promos. Daniel Bryan, but when his matches were amazing.
The chat is right now at 50% each.
Bearded Sumo still mad about me voting against AJ.
And I agree with Bearded Sumo.
It's at 50%. So we get a bit more votes. Again, 1 for Bret Hart, 2 for The Rock.
I'm trying to think that I think Bret actually wrestled The Rock, right? When he was Rocky Maivia. I think he wrestled him once or twice.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, there is one because I had a pro wrestling book that was in an insert where he fought Rock when he was still young.
Yeah.
The vote has changed.
To be honest, I genuinely don't care who wins, but I kind of want to leave it up to chat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You want to end it? Let's end it right now.
Yeah, sure. We can end
Because
it.
at this point, The Rock has taken a lead. So
Yeah, you can end it.
Stop the poll. The Rock has won at 57% in the chat.
Oh,
I'm
the
surprised
chat.
he
The
actually-
chat.
That
Oh,
was
the
a lot
chat.
closer than I thought it'd be.
57% for the chat. Now on panel, who's voting for The Rock?
I'm the only one voting for The Rock.
What? No, okay. Okay.
No. Who's voting for The Rock? Hands up.
You guys want to vote?
Are you kidding me?
I was defending Bret Hart the most. I thought you guys were voting all The Rock. That's crazy.
I'm doing Bret
I'm voting
Hart.
Bret Hart.
All right,
You
so
want
we
Bret
got 3 and 3. Does that mean that
Bret Hart.
What if I don't vote?
We have
No,
to seriously
no.
flip.
No,
No, Shogun, you
we're
got to make a
flipping a
decision,
coin.
buddy. Come
You
on,
make
you
it.
can't just flip flop.
No.
I'm
Make
playing,
a fucking
I'm
decision.
I'm playing.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna vote Bret Hart.
All right, so 3 and 3.
Bret Hart. Bret Hart.
The Rock, Lou, and Pac are The Rock. Us 3 down
You gotta
here.
flip a coin.
We're gonna flip a coin for the last one.
Oh,
All right,
God. We're gonna flip the coin
Pac,
for
since
the
you're the
final.
guest, Charizard
Charizard.
is heads. The Pokemon is tails. I'm gonna flip it up in the air. I'm gonna let it drop.
Bearded Sumo. That's for Talib's chat.
Pac,
Wait,
Wait, which
ready?
one's which?
With The
Who's heads?
Rock.
Who's?
No, Charizard is heads.
Yeah, but who is it
And-
for? Is it for?
No, sorry. You choose. Who's
Oh, okay,
heads
okay.
or tails?
Heads. All right.
Heads for The Rock.
Yeah.
Right? You chose The Rock, right? So heads for The Rock. All right, ready?
Come on, Tails.
It's tails. It's tails.
It's rigged. It's rigged.
Wow.
It landed right
Brett-
here. It's tails.
Brett got his screw job revenge. This is rigged.
Wait.
Yeah.
I thought The
It's-
Rock won.
No, it's tails.
Oh, it's
He
Tails?
said heads.
Yeah.
He said heads.
Oh.
It's another
Wow.
screw job, brother.
It's tails. It's not a screw job. It's you. It was a coin flip. That's really what it
Old
was.
school
That's
wins.
what-
Old
that's
school
what-
wins.
Well, the
That's,
Hitman, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Listen, it went to a fucking coin flip. It's not my fault. You guys figured it out in the chat.
Well, it's
You should
part
have
your
done
fault.
better. Do
part your
better.
Well, the chat did their job. Yeah, I mean,
The Rock couldn't measure up.
wow.
That was my fault. That was my fault.
I mean, listen, I'm not mad about Bret Hart winning, though. He is the
I
excellence in
am. I
execution.
wanted fucking Sting to win.
I mean, I
wanted
wanted
RV,
Eddie
I wanted
Guerrero.
RVD to win. I want
RVD,
RVD.
I love RVD, bro.
All right, we can remove this. Let's move.
I'm
on to the
with
tournament.
Beast Boy. I'm with Man Beast Boy right here. 10-year-old.
10-year-old
Maze
happy.
for hitting
Yeah.
me.
Dude, I
Absolutely.
agree, man. Beast, I agree. Again,
I
to
mean-
all the people watching right now, if you guys enjoyed this, we're gonna keep doing these tournament styles. Next week, next episode of Sunday Night Slime is going to be something similar. The greatest of all time wrestler, but this time we're gonna do females. 32
Santina.
entries
Mae
of
Young.
females.
Send me.
Hey!
Santina.
You're not
Santina.
on the show yet.
Santina.
Lady Todd.
I'm changing my vote.
Lady
I'm going with
Todd.
Santina.
Santina.
But next week we're gonna cover
Cloudy.
females.
Cloudy. Remember Cloudy?
No, who's Cloudy?
It was a person who was supposed to fight China. It was like a man, like not like Santina, but like a like weird dude, like clearly not a woman.
Listen, Castro, we're going to be covering tag teams as well in tournament style. We have to do
Coming
it.
soon.
I feel like we need to. Yeah,
Oh, dang.
at least
Tag
that's a
team,
must.
Back again. Hoop to
I
the
I
direction.
think
That's a
tag
must.
team is gonna be harder than this one.
Tag team is going to be a lot harder than this one.
Whoop,
Let me remove
there it
this
is.
widget.
Whoop.
Hello, John
There it
Hide
Cena.
this.
John
John Cena.
Cena.
No, man, I really appreciate you fellas sticking around. I knew it was gonna be a long one. I knew it wasn't gonna be 2 hours.
No shit.
We tried. Now I think,
Oh, it's 3 hours.
Almost 4.
We're almost at 4.
We're pushing towards
So
4.
next
340.
week when we do
learned
the
our
best
lesson.
female, best female, we're gonna have timers
We'll be
going.
back.
So 5 minutes will be the rule. But again, next week there'll be a whole new panel. I know one guest who's already confirmed. We got sneaky figures for the best female. We'll see who else joins us for that one in the panel.
You mean Sola Sequoia?
Listen,
Whatever you want to call it.
listen. The real winner of this bracket was Stone Cold, but he got taken out.
He got taken out early with a Zamboni.
Rip.
I'm
By
surprised.
Rikishi. I
think
did it for The Rock.
You know what's funny? Brett won a lot of his by coin flips. Believe it or not.
Listen,
I'm happy
haven't seen.
about that.
I haven't seen the Street Fighter WWE line yet in stores at all, anywhere.
Wait,
So-
if you're coming up here, there are a bunch of Walmarts around here, Abby.
Dude, I'm flying in and I take an Uber to my hotel. So, if you want to pick me up from my hotel room, let's go.
Yeah, we can tour.
I'll go shopping with you. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I'm only bringing a backpack because I'm literally showing up for like 14 hours and I'm going back home. But
Oh dang.
yeah, it's a one night. It's a literally one night, and then I'm going for a meeting, and I'm flying home at 5:30 the next day. But if you want to pick me up that night, I'm down for it.
To go on, yeah.
Because I would love to find some Street Fighter WWE stuff because I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah. One.
Oh, come on, Bearded Sumo. Welcome to Rigomania. Come on. It was a vote system. That's how it, listen, that's how it works.
Who did you want to win? Put it in chat.
He's like me. He wanted AJ to go.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Oh, damn. They're peg-working. They're peg-working? Dude, I haven't seen any.
Creative
I haven't
control.
seen any at all.
Nah, man. Like I said, I think my main event of the bracket was Sting versus AJ for me personally. I was like, fuck. I don't know who to pick for that. I love
He
those
said-
two.
He said AI.
Bruiser Brody, Dan Hansen.
AJ Styles? Oh, okay.
AJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
AJ.
AI
you go.
styles.
I figured what you meant.
Here's the thing: you got to look at it. That bracket was full. Of
I agree,
legend.
Derek. I agree.
It
That's-
was
yeah, that's
absolutely
what's the
full.
fun
Of
It
part.
was,
legends.
dude.
So this is we can say this, that, or the other, and these are all just opinions that we're just think about in our heads. But that entire bracket, without any of them, we wouldn't have had the incredible experience as wrestling fans. So
No,
all of them are great.
No, bro.
no, Lou. This is the definitive winner. This is gospel.
Oh shit! This was oh shit!
This is law.
Damn!
This is-
I was fucking around all night. I didn't really.
Billy fell asleep and he's back. We're still
Where's the
on.
remote?
Now, Bret Hart,
screwed
since
it
you
up
won,
for everybody.
Bret Hart, since you won the bracket, join the panel.
We'll
Join
trash
me
Bill
again.
Goldberg.
The voting is over,
Hashtag-
Billy Boys, and Bret Hart won.
Is
You
Bret
won,
Hart
Billy.
here? Did he win? Did he win, Bret Hart?
Wait, did
Hashtag Bret Hart.
Bill Goldberg. I won.
But I do want to mention some names that who didn't get credit.
Oh,
You know, so Triple H wasn't on the list. The game, Triple H. I mean, again, I think he did. I was surprised I didn't see his name on the list, but again, there's there's only 32 slots, right? So we could have gone bigger, but there's been a 12-hour show. I'm not doing that. Mick Foley wasn't on the list too, and again, he's not a huge name, right? But
Not the greatest
he's
of all time.
But again, but some of the stuff he's done has been pretty fucking great.
Very much legendary.
Abby, real quick. I got one before you continue your list. The Real Rock, Don, the Rock, Morocco.
Don Morocco, yeah,
The
I see
original
that.
Mariah.
Okay.
Yes.
I see that too.
Could have put Kenny Omega in here for what he's done.
I was gonna say Kenny Omega's on the non-list as well.
Yep.
Bill Goldberg.
For
Yeah.
various.
It should have been a
Reasons,
finals
yes.
between Goldberg and Bret Hart. That would have been fun.
Dude,
oh, man.
Cody Rhodes didn't make
Bill
it.
Goldberg beat
I'm
me.
a big fan of William Regal, Dustin Rhodes as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude,
William
both
Greatest of
people-
all time, though. It's like
They're great. They're
wrestling, yeah, but
they're great workers,
yeah.
right? They're great workers. Not
Shit, I like Booker T a lot, but he couldn't be on here.
Booker T would have been. A
there's
good
a
one, too.
lot. I think he could have been.
You could have been.
I think he could have. I don't think he would have won, but I think he could have easily held his own.
Yeah.
in this, against
Diamond
the
Dallas
people.
Page. I thought he was the
MVP,
true
yeah.
people's champion.
Oh,
The
yeah.
true people's champion.
Right.
He's one of the few WCW homegrown talents that got over.
Yeah. And got over as old as he was too. getting started late in the game versus most people. Hell, Batista wasn't on there.
Yeah.
One could argue Batista had
But
some
I
moments
don't
of
think
greatness.
Batista. Yeah. One or two.
Bobby doesn't like
Listen.
Batista.
Listen.
One or two.
Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista. The OVW class of, what was it, 2020?
You're missing Sutton Benjamin, bro.
You're really on shelf.
I love Sutton. Sutton is a beast.
No, yeah, he was. He was.
Yeah.
100%.
He's like Billy Gunn right
Ron
now.
Simmons.
There you go. Ron Simmons. He's got
Damn.
not the greatest of all time, but again, a great worker.
I mean, he's a WCW
Damn.
champion.
Damn.
Rugged Ronnie Garvin.
Yes.
Again, next
Jesse
Hands of
Ventura.
Stone.
next
Jesse
week
Body.
we are doing greatest women's wrestler of all time. We're gonna have a brand new panel, except for Shogun and myself. Maybe
We're getting
there'll
pushed,
be, maybe there's some
pushed
repeat.
out of the mid card.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some repeat. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't know if they want to come back after this long ass.
After a 4-hour fucking show, I don't know, man.
It's a 4-hour show. But again, next week we'll do some more time sensitive stuff because we did kind of go off the handle at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Next week will be the greatest women's wrestler of all time, and then maybe after that we'll try to bring in another wrestler or do a greatest tag team of all time. We'll see. It really just depends on who I could get in contact with or who Shogun could get in contact with.
K-Town Collector, I'm gonna do everything in my power for Trish not to win.
Yes, good job.
Everything in my power.
Oh, dude, Trish is
Bull
the goat, though.
Nakano.
Listen,
I'm with K-Town.
K-Town, I will push everything on Trish for sure.
K-Town, we'll do our
Push back,
own
Shogun,
show,
push
and-
back.
and we'll just
I
rig
will
it.
think a lot of us is like a
You're
push
gonna
on
see
Trish.
a side of
Every-
me that you have never seen before.
Everything.
I'm gonna be like, there is no way that Trish is better than Asuka or Io Sky. No,
It's a hard one, but fucking Trish is so good though. Fuck. Okay.
no.
Anyways, let's go to
I-
Pac photos. Let's go to
Sorry.
Pac photos for shout outs. Pac, what do you want to shout out yourself?
Shout out to you guys. It's been a minute since I really got to talk wrestling with some wrestling heads. So this was a lot of fun, hearing everyone else's perspective. So shout out to you guys and thank you for having me on.
We'll put you on the list for future shows for sure.
Nah, Pac.
If you're
Pac,
interested.
it was awesome to have you, man.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
It was good to
Yeah,
see you
I-
again, brother. Yep.
Even though it was almost 4 hours, but to me it went by quickly because I enjoyed.
It
this
did. It did. I mean, except for the fact that I had to text my wife and be like, "Hey, I'm going to be late for bedtime," and then I was like, "Hey, I'm not making bedtime."
You're going straight to your flight right after this, right? You're just gonna get a-
No, I'm not. That's
Sleeping
tonight.
on the
Tomorrow.
couch.
Captain Stu Albano. What do you want to shout out?
My Instagram, Stew for Lunch, is at Stew for Lunch. Also my YouTube, but this is I just found this stew art that you can find wonderful little pictures like this.
Nice.
Is that Bret Hart?
Nice.
You know what? No, I just flipped open and I saw this little wrestler dude I drew. When I was in elementary school, I used to draw a little Randy Macho Man Savage constantly on when I turn in a test. And catch me on Tuesdays at 4 o'clock Central. I go live for about a half hour, 45 minutes just for fun. Daily I do a little fun with food or drinks and my daily drawings, stew art, and have fun there. And also randomly on different chat rooms and just trying to make a little bit of joy in everyone's life a little bit better because we all need to have a little smile.
Hell yeah.
You
And
sound
Bret
like
Hart's
Shawn
better.
Michaels.
Mm-hmm. No, Sean.
That means I
wasn't.
don't like you.
It's a little dig in there.
All right, Lou.
You can find me on Instagram, LucidaBase3. You can find me on pretty much every Figure Fight Club show these days, at least once in a while. Tuesday nights,
Except for
open mic night.
Decepticast.
Except for Decepticast. I'm not allowed on Decepticast. Which
He
is
was on
unfortunate.
Decepticast once.
Yeah,
He
we're
was.
banned.
Twice,
One time.
actually. Three times.
Twice.
Oh,
Three
wow.
times a lady.
3 times.
More
Hella,
than me.
Hella doesn't like
So-
Asians.
You never know. I might show up on Decepticast, but no. Open mic night on Tuesdays. Thursdays is our new show, Taking the Shot with Goose. This week we've got Raven Eye Studios 21 as our guest.
I was gonna say I had a video, but that's fine. No worries.
Okay. And well, it's getting late. I mean,
I know. One of these.
Sun is low.
the sun's getting real low, big guy.
Getting those
Friday
watch
night
hours.
That's right. Friday Night Plastic Journey, Saturday at 9 p.m. Saturdays at 11 p.m. on Talib 1980_collects Men on Film with almost everybody here. So yeah, we're on a lot. That's it. I appreciate it, guys. This was fun. It really was. I don't hate the outcome. So it is. Like
I'm very surprised by the outcome.
I am too.
Respect to Bret Hart. He won.
I am a little bit. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fact that we had to do a coin flip tells me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%. So
Shogun.
All right, man. Well, you catch me on this show because this is me and Abi's show. It was chaotic. I told them before the stream even started. They were like, "Oh, it's only gonna be 2 hours." I was like, "Okay."
Double that.
I was like, "Okay." But man, this was really fun. I appreciate everybody here, the guests. Shout out to Pac. Shout out to Stu. Shout out to Louie. It was awesome. I'm glad that Brett the Hitman got some love. Much respect for the Canadians in the chat. We have a lot of them.
Yeah.
But you can catch
Anthony,
me here
thank you.
every Sunday at 6 with Mr. Abi here, Mr. Fight Club King of the Gigaboys. And I also show up occasionally, more often than not, on open mic night.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's it for me.
All right, so again, this is Figure Fight Club Network. Again, Mondays we got Decepticast on at 10:15 p.m. Eastern, hosted by Talib and Anna. Tuesdays is our open mic night. We'll throw the link out for everyone to jump in and have fun, talking about toys, action figures, and all that stuff. Thursdays is Taking the Shot, hosted by Lucifer over here, and then also Goose. Friday is our Plastic Journey. Jeez, we have a lot of fucking shows. Friday is a Plastic Journey, where it's our interview style, where we bring in either a creator or a toy creator, content creator, YouTube creator, all that stuff, and we'll do interviews. So this next Friday we have Caster's Corner Khalil joining us as our VIP.
Yes.
And then Sunday is Sunday Night Slam, which is our wrestling show. This is episode 2. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being involved. Episode 3 next week will be the greatest female wrestler of all time. We want your votes. It's not just about looks, but it's about wrestling talent as well.
Abi, we got one question.
I see that. I see that. Anthony, I got a question for all you guys. Who is the Dan Marino of pro wrestling and elite talent that stayed healthy most of his career but couldn't get over the hump?
Oh, stayed healthy most of his career.
Stayed healthy most of his career.
That's tough.
That is a tough one. There's
Ryback.
a lot of people
I'm
get
just
injured.
I want to say William Regal.
He said
I want to say William Regal.
But Regal got hurt.
Real
a lot
had
too.
drug problems. Yeah, he got hurt and had drug problems big time.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of the 80s and 90s guys had drug problems.
yeah, a lot of them did. What about was the other one that came to mind? He wasn't WCW. What about DDP?
Oh, DDP was riddled with injuries because of
And he
age.
started so late in his
You
career.
know,
too.
I would actually say Finn Balor.
Yes, but he was
that's a
injured.
good one,
Yeah, that's a good one.
He did.
We'll go
He did get injured, but not like for a long time. He was in. I mean, every wrestler's gotten injured,
Yeah,
but Finn,
yeah.
but not for a long time. But I would say Finn Balor in a way, because I feel like he made it to the mountaintop for like 20 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah, first Universal Champion. Yeah.
I'm with
He
you.
got hurt. He did get hurt, but I'd say Dolph Ziggler. Early Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Dolph
yeah.
Ziggler would have been a good.
Oh wait, hold up! I got a good one. Shelton Benjamin.
Oh,
He was always healthy.
Oh my God, that's my pick. I'm sorry I came up with it so late.
Shelton was
Yeah.
also like one of the, again, phenomenal wrestler, great wrestler. He was also Olympian too, wasn't he?
No,
I think so. Actually,
no, he was a
I gotta look
Minnesota
that up. I think
collegiate.
might be right.
I'm
He
pretty
might have
sure
been
he
just
was
a
Olympian.
collegiate champion.
He was collegiate.
No,
I don't think he
we'll
was
find
in
out from Shogun. We'll find out.
Yeah.
He's looking it
That's
up.
fine. Or another one. Or another one to me is Bobby Lashley.
Oh, yeah.
Lashley
He
was
got,
phenomenal.
to be a WWE champion though with the Almighty thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
was the
true.
WWE champion.
Okay.
He ran his own little group.
Yeah.
No, he was. Lou is right. He was
Collegiate.
He was trying to qualify, but no, he didn't make it.
How about
Yeah, I
Black
think
Bear?
Shelton Benjamin might be the one that would be a great choice because Kurt Hennig got injured. That was my choice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess if elite would be like champ.
But
multiple
Shelton,
champion.
but again, a lot of these wrestlers have been injured. Shelton Benjamin, I guarantee you, has been injured too. If you look that up.
Oh, he has, but
Yeah.
not as
Not to the
significant
point where he's
as
out of
Kurt.
action for like years, though. I
Yeah.
guess that we have to be a little bit more realistic.
years is
Everyone's
years,
gonna be injured.
years is a long time.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
Multiple.
that's what I'm saying. Not years. Like he has to be like maybe out for like maybe a couple months. You know.
Well, I go with Finn Balor. I feel like he was out for a couple of months and he came back.
Yeah.
No, Finn was
but-
out for a while with that from that Seth bomb. He was out for like
Oh, the buckle bomb.
yeah, the
Dude,
buckle
everyone
bomb
was
took
out
him
from the fucking buckle.
I know. I know.
All right, that's
That's
a
what-
different
yeah.
wrestling show talk, though.
Yeah, it's been a great.
Yeah. 4 hours.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank
Tune
you
in next
again.
week for the answer.
If you guys had fun, this was a lot of fun for us, obviously on screen. If you guys had fun, make sure to hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed to us. This is our first wrestling show in a sense. We had Buff Bagwell on last Sunday. This week it was our greatest male wrestler of all time. Next week will be our greatest female wrestler of all time. This is a wrestling talk. We don't talk about action figures and toys like we normally do. But we are a big fan of wrestling and we'll nerd out and fan out with all you guys. Thank you very much for being on. Thank you to the panel. We appreciate you guys. And we'll tune into the next show. Peace out. Have a good night. Happy Sunday for the rest of the Sunday.
Happy birthday, Polly.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Polly, and acknowledge me since Talib is not here.
Ghostbusters.
As we wrap up tonight's fun, the figures in talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of Figure Fight Club, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on Figure Fight Club, stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just to see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at Figure Fight Club, you're treasured and cared.